Henny Demore over here at HTM Sports, and we are live getting ready to watch this playoff game. So, I did the whole little breakdown of some of the things that the Dallas Cowboys needed to happen in order for us to get a home playoff game. We need the Seattle Seahawks to beat the 49ers. We need the Giants to beat the Vikings, and we also need us to handle our own business and beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So right now, the Seattle Seahawks are finna play the 49ers. This is the first domino that needs to fall in our favor in order to get a home playoff game. This upcoming week, we're able to beat the Buccaneers. Well, I should say when we beat the Buccaneers. Hey, Dizzy Dream, I appreciate you for tapping in with me. Jazzy Jeff, I appreciate you tapping in with me, man. So yeah, we're finna watch this 49ers and Seahawks game. So we can hope for a Seahawks win that will help the Dallas Cowboys. That will help the Dallas Cowboys. However, if the Seahawks can't pull it off, it's good scouting. Because I still believe no matter what happens that the Giants are going to beat the Vikings. So if the 49ers win, the Giants win, and we win, then we're actually going to end up going to play in San Fran. So besides, we want to get to where we're going. We're probably going to have to play San Francisco down the line if they don't get upset before then. So it'll be a good game to watch. See what kind of personnel packages they come out in. See the play ratio they call, run the pass. See how Purdy plays in his first playoff action. Things along those lines. We never seen this version of the 49ers in the playoffs before. Last year they had a different starting quarterback. They had a different starting running back. So we'll see. We'll see how they do in this game. But we do prefer the Seahawks to win. Because it tips the scales in our favor to possibly get a home playoff game in the next round if these other things fall in our favor. So yes, let's get it. Let's get it. So Joe Davis and Daryl Johnston will be calling doing the play-by-play on this game. Of course, I have it muted. I ain't trying to get no copyright. That Brock kid, the Brock kid is playing well. You know what I'm saying? Coming over from West Coast Podcast, Greg Parks. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for coming in and watching with us, brother. Hey, hit the subscribe button while you're over here, brother. We're trying to grow the channel, get to 1,000 subscribers, monetize it, feed it back to the community. We're just trying to improve on the show and things along that nature. So you ain't got to give no money or anything, but a like, a share, and a subscribe goes a long way. I appreciate you, Greg. Yeah, but I think that the Brock Purdy kid is more of a product of their system. He's not tasked to throw the ball down the field a lot. Not that he can't. I'm not saying that he lacks any talent. You have to have talent to be in the NFL. But I don't think that he's a high level quarterback. The game's been pretty easy for him. They're leaning heavily on the run game, leaning heavily on play action, run after catch, screens. They make the game. I would love to be a quarterback playing in Kyle Shanahan's system. Like every single quarterback that ever played for Kyle Shanahan, be it Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan was an MVP in Kyle Shanahan's system. Jimmy Garoppolo played his best football in Kyle Shanahan's system. Brock Purdy is reaping the fruit, of the play design and the play calling of Kyle Shanahan. So, I would love, if I was a quarterback, I would love to play in this system, man. It just makes everything so easy for you. You go out there, get you a bag. You putting good tape out there every time you in this system, man. And it's a lot of simple, no nonsense football concepts that they're running. It's not like it's some exotic formation. He ain't running wishbone or he ain't doing nothing to reinvent the wheel, man. Like it's straightforward smash mouth power running scheme football with some West Coast concepts, play action. I'm not making this. I'm not saying that it's rocket science. This stuff is complicated. Like like the terminology, concepts, all the other stuff. It's not easy to pick up. But this is like one of the most quarterback friendly systems you can play in. There's not a knock on Brock Purdy because he's playing well. We've seen Nick Mullins not play well in this system. So, I can't just say it's all Kyle Shanahan. But he is playing real good football right now. And it is raining. It's going to be an ugly game. That does not actually bode well, I believe, for the Seattle Seahawks. Their biggest, threat in the offensive department is throwing the ball. They have Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, Geno Smith made a Pro Bowl this year. He passing at a high level. Last time I checked, he was leading the league in completion percentage. I don't know if that is still true, but he had a damn good year, man. Mr. I didn't write back Smith. Have a real good year. Hopefully, the rain doesn't affect what they want to do on offense too much. They are still capable of running the ball, but their best bet is to throw the ball. They're going up against a real stout run defense. They already are not a great run offense themselves. So, they're going to have any chance of winning this game. I think they'll have to pass the ball around the yard. I'm ready for Monday night. Man, I am too. Greg, I got the Cowboys by 10. I'm not being foolhardy. When you think about the way we match up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, we match up well against them. They haven't had a good running game since week 1. And we are a much better run defense since then. Hankins is slated to play. Leighton Van Der Esch is back. I believe we'll be able to neutralize what they want to do against us. Because listen, we have a great passing defense, and they literally throw the ball 44 times a game. So unless they find a way to get a run game going, they will not be able to beat us playing that style of offense. Michael Parsons is too good. DeMarcus Lawrence is too good. Dan Quinn, if you're just going to drop back against him, it's going to be too good. He's too good of a defensive coordinator to just rely on a standard drop back passing game to beat us. And that number 2 cornerback position that was giving us trouble earlier, I think Xavier Rhodes can sure that up. He doesn't have to be perfect. He doesn't even have to play like Anthony Brown. He just has to be better than Kelvin Joseph and Nashawn Wright. You know what I mean? So I do think we will be fine. So depending on where y'all at, I may be ahead of you. I may be a little bit behind. There's no such thing as live TV anymore ever since the Janet Jackson thing. I don't know if some of y'all old enough. But, like certain places it'll be delayed. Certain places. You're in Georgia, Greg? All right, so we probably right on top of each other. They're showing a Super Bowl ticket commercial for 3 years in a row. I think that's Verizon. Hey, Hoodlum, I appreciate you tapping back in with me, brother. Yeah, we finna cover this 49ers game, man. So, we're hoping for a Dallas Cowboys win. I'm, of course, hoping for a Dallas Cowboys win. We're hoping for a Seattle Seahawks win to help the Dallas Cowboys. But, if the Seahawks win, and everybody and the Giants win, and of course we handle business, we will get a home playoff game next week. This sounds like a pipe dream. To go from playing on the road week 5 against Tom Brady to having a home playoff game at AT&T Stadium, but how it can happen. It's really a possibility. And this is a divisional rivalry game. All right, I appreciate you, man. Tap back in later on. We're gonna be doing the whole game. West Coast should be on here in the second half, and I'm expecting Landlord to tap in pretty soon. So we're getting ready for kickoff right now, people. We're getting ready for kickoff. Hoodlum, I appreciate you for the like and the share, brother. All right, so I see who everybody tapping in from. Dizzy, I see you in Texas. Greg said he was tapping in from Georgia. Hoodlum, where you watching from, brother? Where you watching from, man? I'm over here in Texas. They're getting ready for kickoff. Let's see what happens. You tapping in from DC. That was up, man. Salute. So you in Commanders country, huh? And they doing the run back. Seattle gets the ball. They get out to around the 21-yard line. So we're going to see Geno Smith in this offense. This is Geno Smith's first playoff appearance in his 10 years. He threw for 4,282 yards this year. He threw for 30 passing touchdowns this year. I like the graphic. I didn't do any research on the Seahawks before we watched it. It's a lot of Cowboy fans down here. Yeah, we everywhere. Jazzy just said he's tapping in from North Carolina. That's what's up, brother. You in Tar Heel country. Oh, yeah. So they run. First play. Damn near. I think they're going to give him 9 yards on that run. Okay, cool. So they got a 9-yard run on the first play of the game. That is That is going to be very, very telling. If Kenneth Walker can have a good game, they have a real good chance of winning this game. 49ers is a team that tries to make you one dimensional. They have one of the better run defenses in football. So, if you're able to get a run game to complement what you want to do in the passing game, like you can move the ball against them. Well, let's see. Going in motion. And they run it again. And this play is going backwards. It's like they might have lost a yard or two. Not a good start. They were able to get a positive run. Got it to second and one. They lost a yard and it was down to third and one. Already 3 and out. Yeah. Look like you slightly ahead of me. Like, I'm finna see how this next play out. Let me get it. They try to run it again. They got stuff. I don't know. They ain't lined up yet over here. All right, they coming out. Let's see. Dropping back the pass. And he sacked by number 91. Ooh, that's worse. That is worse. Who was that got that sack, number 91? Armstead. Straight bull rush. Brought Geno Smith down with one arm. Yeah, it's going to be a long day if that's what's going to happen on offense. Listen, they have one drop back for a pass and one sack. That is a horrible ratio. They're gonna have to protect Geno Smith if they want to have any chance. Yeah, I know Seahawks ain't looking good right now, man. I know it was just the first series, but they're gonna have to do better. All right, so they called a fair catch. They're gonna take over around the 35-yard line. We're going to see Brock Purdy very early on in this game. First rookie 49ers to start in a playoff game. Okay. First quarterback in NFL history to start career 5-0 with multiple touchdown passes in each game. Okay. So Brock Purdy has started his career great. 68% completion percentage, 1,098 yards, 11 touchdowns. Led NFL since week 14, 119 passer rating. So it's first down. They have a single back set and play action. Wobbler down the field. Horrible throw by Brock Purdy to start the game. Could have very well been intercepted if the defensive back had not got that much depth. Yeah, that was a horrible throw to start the game. All right. They got future Hall of Famer Trent Williams at left tackle. Kyle Juszczyk and George Kittle, they 2 Pro Bowlers on the offensive side of the ball. Deebo Samuel would have certainly made it if he played more games. He's just been injured most of the game. All right, second down. They throwing the ball again. Brock Purdy hit Ayuk over the middle. All right, they are down to around the 45-yard line on the opposite side of the field that play. Brandon Ayuk had a free release. Yeah, Woolen can't play that soft on Ayuk. And that was still a bad throw. Ayuk just made a hell of a catch. Ball was thrown behind him, but he adjusted well. But you know what? I am never critical on completions because in the word of Michael Irvins, you just need to get the ball in the junior area code. Receiver is there to answer the call. All right. They have a fullback lined up behind the tailback. They're doing a toss. He is going. Nice blocking on the second level. Big boy run. And that was Deebo Samuel. Oof. So there was a 19-yard completion on that first play. On that previous play, and it looked like this play went for over 10 yards. I know for a fact. Jesus. Seahawks defense need to step up. Well, I don't think they can, man. The Seattle Seahawks made the playoffs with one of the worst defenses in football. They are one of the worst defensive groups in football. All right, it's like shotgun set with a single back. Play clock winding down. Do they get it off? No, they do not get the ball off. They call a timeout. Seattle just used their first timeout. to avoid a delay of game. Okay. But hey, so far ain't looked too good for them. 10-game win streak since week 8 for the 49ers, averaging 30.5 yards a game, only allowing 14. So they are the best scoring defense in football since week 8. Christian McCaffrey, most receiving yards by a running back since week 8. Second most total touchdowns by a running back since week 8. So they have some very productive players over there right now, man. They're doing damn good. Kyle Shanahan is 4-2 so far as the head coach of the 49ers for postseason. Looking to make it 5-2. All right, so let's look at the set. All right. Play action pass coming up. And, good defensive play. That was going to be an easy touchdown, and they didn't make up for that. All right, 2nd and 10 coming up. Brock Purdy is 1-3 for 19 yards. He hasn't been particularly accurate with the ball, but he has some very good pass catchers to make up for that. Ayuk reached behind him, prevented an incompletion. He threw a ball. Oh wow! Like Hoodlum, you way ahead of me on my string, kinfolk. Already 4th down where you're at. So let's see what happens to get him the 4th down. All right. That was good pursuit to the ball. Oh, Jesus. That was a nice run after catch. That was a great run after catch by Deebo Samuel on that 2nd down. And that play could have easily went for negative yardage, and he made some players miss. Had a big gain on there. All right. So I'm at 3rd down right now. I'm finna see what happens to get to the 4th down. You know, it's crazy. All right, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 3, I should say. I would expect empty set, huh? Let's see. All right, they motion Deebo Samuel back into the backfield. All right. That should have been an interception. Brock Purdy is way off right now. All right, so it looks like they're going to settle for the 3 points. Huh? Cool. Yeah, Brock Purdy is way off right now, man. He has missed. Yeah, Deebo was wide open. He tried to force the ball to Ayuk. He really still could have had Ayuk if he let him further up the field. But he threw it into the area where the linebacker was still patrolling. You're seeing a lot of that rookie quarterback stuff coming up right now. So let's see if it comes back to bite them. They got a very good defense. They can play complementary football. They really don't need their offense to score a ton of points. So, you know, it's going to be big. That rain is pouring down there. Yep. You know, that's what my concern for the Seahawks. That was my concern for the Seahawks. They do a lot of their damage in the passing game. You see that Geno Smith threw for 30 touchdowns, threw for over 4,000 yards. So, you know, like, they're not big on running the ball, the Seattle Seahawks. So if the rain is going to impair their ability to get downfield, Gary Murphy, man, I appreciate you for tapping in with me, brother. Man, we're doing this watch party for these 49ers, man. We're doing the 49ers. Oh, there's my kinfolk in here, man. Hold on, let me let Landlord in, man. Landlord, what's good with your kinfolk? I can't hear you, though. Let's see. Do I got my brother muted? Nope, you're not muted. I can't hear you at all, kinfolk. Can you hear me? Landlord, can you hear me?
You can hear me now, right?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Hey, West Coast just as I said, he in the building too. What's good with you, brother?
What's happening, man? Forgive me for starting this, man. My computer been doing all kind of crazy stuff lately, so.
Hey, man, it's better late than never, man. I just happy to have you join us on the show, brother. So, hey, man, I like to hey, man, let's welcome Landlord in the building, man. Landlord from Alabama in.
Man, I don't know if I'm screaming on mine yet. I don't think so.
All right, so what you do is you go up there where you see your icon, you're at the top. You click on it to add the destination, and you add your YouTube channel on there.
I see add channel. Okay.
And all you got to do is add the channel, then click on the button because it's gonna be grayed out. Then you're gonna click on it when it's in color. It's gonna be on your channel. Landlord pair channels with your stream, boom. And then all you gotta do, let's see. Guest channels. Yeah, you're streaming. You should be on your page. I'm gonna go on there and double check.
Okay.
Go on your page and look, brother. So yeah, man, like right now the rain is. Oh yeah, you live on there, Kinfolk.
Okay, that's dope. That man, I might have to change mine to rescreen. Y'all got it going over here.
Man, Bishop put me on this, man. When I came on his show, he would use a restream. And I ain't
going on over here. Y'all, your comments look better than mine. Look at HTM over here, man.
Landlord, we see you here. You Samuel Rowe. I appreciate you for tapping in, man. So, man, so far this rain has affected the game so far, man. Like Brock Purdy has been very inaccurate with the ball. He's 1 of 4 for 19 yards. Missing
as I suspected.
All right, they got a big run back on this kickoff return. Got down to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I think that Purdy was gone. He a rookie, man. Rookies ain't never did nothing big in the championship like that, man. It just don't happen.
It don't generally happen.
Not saying it's impossible, but it just don't happen.
Yeah, but the beautiful thing about the 49ers, like they don't even need Brock Purdy to be spectacular. They got a defense that's not even allowing 15 points right now. So like they can get out this mud kicking field goals with the way their defense is playing. All right, first play, run up the middle.
Over here, if you don't mind, sir, real quick.
Go ahead, man. Do what you got to do.
Shout out to Samuel Rowe in the building. Shout out to Stephen White. Shout out to Playo. I can't pronounce that, man. You know I speak broken English. Asmodeus and everybody. Shout out to Queen Cowboy. Hey, I'm sorry, Miss Queen. Right before we got off the screen yesterday, Miss Queen hit me with a big $20 super chat, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm sorry. I don't know how I slipped past that. She did it right at the buzzer, but we appreciate you, Miss Queen Cowboy. We really do. Thank you.
Already.
Shout out to Chris Johnson over there. Let's get it.
Yeah, long live the plug. I see you, Chris Johnson.
HTM in the building. Yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, Stephen White, I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. Share the content. All right, so they at 3rd and 1 right now. Let's see what they do. Matter of fact, Landlord, what down is it on your TV, man?
To be honest, I'm trying to pull it up right now, man. I'm
all good.
Teaching right now, sir. I got you though.
It's all good. 3rd and 2 coming up. All right, and they're running. Quarterback keeper, and Geno Smith goes nowhere. He's losing yardage on 3rd down. So another 3 and out.
You know we pulling for the Seahawks over
here. Yeah, we are pulling for the Seahawks because like I was telling them, Seahawks win, Vikings win, we win. Home playoff game next week. Not even that far in the future. We can have a home playoff game at AT&T Stadium. And we can be looking at ticket prices.
Okay, you're showing my comments too, so okay.
Yeah, I told you, man. Like, this shit be jumping.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rock with that rescreen. Y'all might have me on rescreen now.
All right, nice punt and a fair catch. They're going to take the ball around the 14-yard line. So far, Seahawks have done nothing on offense. Brock Purdy has not played well, but they still have a lead. But man, they've been doing a lot of things in the run game. Like Deebo Samuel is doing a lot of stuff out the backfield right now. They're not even forcing Brock Purdy to throw the ball down the field. Like he almost threw an interception his first play of the game.
Come on, Brock Purdy.
Overthrew the ball. If the defensive back didn't have so much depth already, he could have easily ran up underneath that ball.
That's what I'm saying, man. They say his play been going down and down every week. Like he just around a great team. I ain't saying that he doesn't have talent at all, but you don't want to be dependent upon him at all.
Exactly. You don't want to be dependent on him. And in a game like this, it's pouring down rain. You don't want that young quarterback making life and death decisions like that for your franchise.
All right. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Giant Simmons in the building, Johnny Harrella.
Hey, Joshua Fisher, I appreciate you tapping in with us too, kinfolk. They said I know, right? Dizzy X was Dizzy X,
Yeah.
huh?
West Coast say he here.
He here. Let me
Yeah.
see. Like, is
What's
he
happening,
here?
Hurdle?
Or
What's
is he
going
here?
on, Mr. Hurdle?
Did he click on the link here or what? I need
I
to shoot.
don't know. That boy Hullum got a real trout worthy name, sir.
Hey, Hoodlum reporting live from DC, man.
Shout out to NFL News and Simulation. What's happening with you, sir?
I'm finna text him and ask him, you here as in the stream or did you click the link? Because I think he was telling me earlier he wouldn't be ready until like after halftime because he was at his at a swim meet.
Hey, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've been battling with something.
You good, Kinfolk?
No, not that deep. It ain't that deep.
I say, let me know when you do a prayer circle or something, man. You know.
Man,
Okay. West Coast said he watching. Okay, I appreciate you for watching, man. West Coast tapping in from California.
Okay, CMC then ran a damn test down there. CMC just ran like a 50-yard run, man.
God, dog.
But damn, what I was saying. Oh yeah, I haven't made my mind up, y'all. I don't know if my people that support me gonna be mad at me or not, but I might really just fan on out and just watch the game. I don't think I'm gonna be able to scream, y'all.
It'll be all right. Dang, I see the play happening right now. Booyah.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to scream, y'all. Y'all let me know if y'all gonna be mad at me, man, because I might not be able to contain myself, watch the game, and scream. Like, I'm gonna be focused, y'all.
Oh, you talking about Monday night?
The Cowboy game, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm not streaming either. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, there's gonna be a bunch of gangster shit going on.
Y'all gonna have to forgive me, man. It's gonna be content right after the game, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a reaction, and I took off the next day anyway.
I took off for the game.
Yeah, like they already gave us off because of Martin Luther King Day. Because I work for the housing authority, so like we get all those little days and whatnot.
Yeah, you got them good holidays.
Yeah, thank God.
Well, we got it as a holiday, man, but I work in a rough industry. Like they gonna give us the holiday, but they gonna make us get double pay.
Uh-huh.
They
want you to come in and work a little bit harder. They said they
call that game as well. I ain't even gonna lie. Who is number 25, y'all? Mitchell. He just got a little catch. They at the goal line now.
And see, it was nothing down the field. It was a quick little, hey, Charlie Jones, 72. I thank you for the subscribe to the channel, brother.
NFL News and Simulation says I'm rooting for Seahawks, but I kind of want revenge game with the Niners. Yeah, I'm kind of in that same vibes, but the path of less resistance is what I'm shooting for. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. I don't care what they say. Give me a bubble ring like LeBron them got. I don't care what y'all talking about.
I know, right? I'll take a bubble ring. And all right, they got stopped on that first and goal. Okay, Elijah Robinson, I appreciate y'all for tapping in.
Oh, Joshua Fisher, I work in the pipe industry. We make pipes, man. I be dark skinned when I come out of work. I got one of them jobs that you need to work yourself out of.
Shockchild said they done scored already. Hoodlum said they done scored. I'ma still watch the game in my time, see what happened to get to that point.
Yeah, Brock Purdy just did some little wiggly stuff, threw a little touchdown to CMC. It's all good.
10-0. This is not the way that Seahawks want to start the game. It's only the first quarter. Okay, a play action pass. He evaded. Look, man, all this stuff still though. They not throwing the ball down the field. Even that pass right there was caught the line of scrimmage.
He doing some old slippery stuff.
Like the evasion was better than the actual throw because it was a little dump out throw. He was wide open. But I knew this would be a tough task for the Seahawks. They have a bad defense. They have a very bad defense. They are getting smoked right now. They ain't in the blunt just yet, but they getting broke down.
They about to get rolled up in a minute.
About to get rolled up. Like
CMC just different though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I like the man. The
If
man
he's
has 10. He had 10 touchdowns since week 8, right?
Yeah.
He a bad dude.
That boy ain't no joke, man. I'm glad. I'm kind of, it's one of them stories that just happened for everybody. I'm kind of glad he got away from Carolina, man. His talent was getting wasted over there.
Yeah. My dad just texted me in Seattle about to get blown out.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking like that. They're going to have to do something on this offensive. They can't keep going 3 and out against this team. Like, even though, like we said, we don't believe in Brock Purdy, and I still don't because he ain't completed not one pass. The farthest pass he completed was like it went 10 yards in the air, and then Ayuk did the rest. So like he ain't thrown the ball and completed a pass beyond 10 yards yet. But he got Christian McCaffrey. He has Deebo Samuel, Ayuk, who I should call Ayuk because he been running the hell out some routes this year.
He be juking.
That boy be juking. He had a 1,000-yard season this year. People ain't even talking about it. You know what I'm saying? They got Kittle. I listen to all these guys. I even got the George Kittle yet. They got top level talent all around this boy. Yeah, like he said, 2 of 5 for 25 yards. He's done nothing. But he threw a touchdown. He should have had a pick 6, if we're being honest. That first play of the game was so wobbly. Like that's the pass I want him to throw open and drive against us. Trayvon Diggs is gonna run back the other way with that, man.
I want to see this brothers matchup. That's what it's gonna be to me. Like,
Cam J do have he had a very valid point. You do not get style points for the deep passes. If you cannot stop the short game, then why throw it deep? That's a very valid point, man.
True.
Like the long handoff, what they used to call the short passes in the West Coast style offense.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
All them horizontal passes and little quick little wide receiver screens and stuff like that. So slant routes. All that's like extensions of the run game.
It is. And I don't know if you were watching earlier, Cam, when I was talking. I said myself, if I was a quarterback, I would love to play for Kyle Shanahan, man. Because like he had one of the most quarterback friendly systems.
You gotta be good at play action. You good.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying?
Deliver the ball. He gonna give you great throws with a high probability of running after the catch.
CMC shark celebration. He said he a shark, ain't he?
He a land shark, man. He a shark.
Okay. We gonna see about you.
He said, really, NFL sent a super chat for $10 to you. He said, really, I think Dallas can take anyone. We're extremely underestimated. Yeah, man, we have the talent, man. We have the talent. I got
to get used to how they look on here too, though. It usually be green or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I appreciate that NFL news assimilation, sir. You already know how we do it in the trap now. Shout out to Choctaw, Montana. Bird Gang 31. We got the Eagles fan in here, man. What's happening?
It's all good, man. What's good with you, brother?
What's happening?
Hey.
Who you prefer to play, Mr. Bird Gang?
I say,
y'all don't want that smoke with us no more now. Don't get in here with the cap.
I mean, the Eagles have a high probability to put the score in the comments and pin it. All right, I got you. Because I'm not even watching off of my YouTube. Let's see. It's 10-0 right now.
All my cousins, I got like 4 cousins that's 49ers fans too. So I want them to lose.
It'd be the worst ones.
Mm-hmm. They talking all kind of crazy. They been trolling me since last year.
I said, Bird Gang say we the champs. Y'all is the division champs.
Yeah,
I'll give y'all that. Y'all won the division fair and square. Y'all had a great season. I'm not gonna hate on y'all. Y'all got a team. Do something with it. That's all I'm gonna say. Do something with it.
Hold up. Let's see that he answer my question though, because that ain't what I asked you, Mr. Bird Gang. I asked you, who do y'all prefer? And don't get on here with the cap because y'all don't prefer the players. So, but I just want to see if you're gonna keep it real. Don't nobody want to play that Division 4 in the playoffs like that.
No, you already played them too damn times.
You know what I'm saying? I just want to see if he gonna keep it solid though. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to see.
Hold up. I'm finna update this thumbnail for sure though.
Dang, I forgot about mine. Let me go try to wrap that up.
See, we be slipping. Uncle West Coast in the comments keeping us in line, man.
West Coast with a
West Coast keep it 100.
West Coast with a piss. Man, y'all make sure y'all update them thumbnails, you know.
Damn good catch. I finally seen the DK play. That's how far behind I am. Hey, Nino Rodriguez, what's good with you, kinfolk? Appreciate you for tapping in with us, man.
Hey, if we had to go get a big play receiver, let it be DK.
Oh my mom.
Everybody talking about D-Hop. Give me DK.
He's younger.
Give me DK all day long.
I definitely want the younger player.
Yeah. If we choose that route to go, know what I'm saying? Go give me DK Metcalf. Hey, y'all, y'all know I really don't like to ask for much, but I'm kind of weird with these numbers. I kind of got like, I don't know what to call it, but I'm kind of weird. Your boy at 2,990. For some reason, I feel like I got to get that 3K before Monday, y'all.
Do that.
I don't know what it is that feel real janky, y'all. So y'all gonna have to look out for your boy now. If you like the content, please share. That just feel real janky to me. What you ain't particular like in superstitions and stuff like that, Henry?
Nah, I'm not particularly superstitious. I am superstitious. I don't split poles or nothing like that. But you know,
yeah.
For I'm not particularly superstitious with numerology.
Yeah, I'm kind of real superstitious. Like I really don't like changing the setting that I watch the game in. Like I'm like that. I don't like people being over here that don't like my team. Like you might have to get out. Like, I'm like that. I'm a crazy fan for real, man. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like that's why some of the stuff it just might not be made for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like I might not need to be on here like that in that kind of condition, sir. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I understand.
Let me see. Yeah, you got to get out of here. Oh, Berg ain't act like he wanted to smoke with us. I knew that just sound cap, but okay, we'll let you ride. He say, what he said, so he can silence us.
He's confident in his team, man. He said he's confident in his team.
He capped out because even though I ain't gonna lie, I would prefer to play y'all because I feel like we got the big brother complex over y'all still. Even though y'all had a good season, y'all know what's up with the Cowboys though. Y'all might give anybody else some hell though, but when y'all play us, we gonna get the best of y'all.
Yeah, I believe that. I have no choice. I say it's playoff season, man. Like, hey, we can't be concerned or worry about nothing.
I got mind control over Debo. Come on, Seattle, make this a game now. They on the it's 2nd and 3 on like the 46-7 yard line. They in a heavy looking package, probably from the run.
They hand
it off. They hand it off. Big time physicality, physical type run. Who is this running back? Y'all gotta forgive me. I be so tuned in with my Cowboys. I be kind of lacking on some of these.
I think it was Walker.
What's happening, Steve Jones, Cajun Cowboy in the building? He said, you talking like y'all the better team. Hey, I mean, who's to say we ain't, Bird Gang? Because we even if you look at it far the season go, y'all got what? One or so wins more than us, 2 wins more than us, or something like that.
They got 2 wins more than us while we were missing our starting quarterback. Now,
I'm pretty sure
it's not like, you know, I am gonna say this, you know, like we went 4-1 without Prescott. So so maybe when we go 5-0, that's not a conversation. Because we go 5-0, that means we beat y'all the first game. So you know, maybe that is the difference. You never know.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all a good team, but I don't think y'all resume is good as ours. I don't think so.
I mean, you look at the teams we played. We beat the Bengals.
They beat them. Minnesota. We destroyed Minnesota.
We beat Minnesota by 1,000 points.
We destroyed them. Let's go, Gino. Okay, Gino, get jiggy with it. Okay, let's go. Gino with the scramble. Like about a 6-7 yard scramble. Got the first down. They in business.
Let's see, that's what they needed, man. They need points from this drive, man. They need points.
They in big.
And they close to field goal range. I don't know how comfortable they are kicking in this weather, but they need something at this point. They need a field goal. They need to make it a one possession game, no matter what they do.
Jeffrey Smith just came with the sauce. He said the only team that can beat the Cowboys is the Cowboys. That's big fact right there.
Yep. No, we can't have any untimely interceptions, any bad turnovers, and we can't get away from it. I ain't even gonna say the referees, because we play our brand of football, man. Like, we overcome that too. We won games. We had 10 penalties this year.
Yeah. There he go. Look, so hold on, Bird Gang, because I don't know if I ever addressed you either, sir. We good content creators. You my brother, but listen here now. He talking about 12 Pro Bowls. You remember? I don't know. Y'all trap. Y'all remember? I ain't even screen. Did I screen that to my channel? I ain't even screened to my channel. But Bird Gang was on there talking about something. We better than y'all with everything. We got 100 Pro Bowlers. How y'all gonna beat us? Now you up here talking about 12 Pro Bowlers. What does that mean? We beat y'all. You said we weren't gonna beat y'all with all the Pro Bowlers y'all had back then. So, I mean, Pro Bowl don't mean that much in my opinion. Like, if you talking all pros, that's a little more.
And I am gonna give a shout out to Jalen Hurts for making the All-Pro team. Get paid, black man.
I give you that.
You're gonna have to give Kinfolk his bag too. Don't be out here trying to shortchange Kinfolk, man.
Oh, they finna use him like Zeke now. Like, they finna do him just like they did, like we did. What's his name? Dang, what's his name? The running back that the Eagles stole from us.
DeMarco Murray.
DeMarco Murray. They gonna do him just like we did DeMarco Murray. Run him up and then let him go.
I mean, that's fine. Minshew ain't got to be Hurts. But y'all still had the same defense. Y'all going to have the same defense when we play. Y'all just don't give up 40 when we play again.
Big Bud Cowboy for life said, Asberg Gang, what's Dak record against them? Exactly. Dominant. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we got the big brother complex over them. You know what I'm saying? It is. Well, we been dominating the Eagles, man. They're a good team, man, so don't get me wrong. But,
Yeah, I'm not going to take anything from the Philadelphia Eagles. They won the games they won. They play who was on their schedule. It is what it is. But, I feel more confident in us winning 12 wins, getting 12 wins with a first-place schedule than I do about the Eagles still.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. NFL news and simulations. I see people really talking like Hurts just better than Dak, though. Like, that's so crazy to me.
It's disrespectful.
It's so crazy. Like, that is some foreign language to me, y'all. Like, no lie. What's happening, Richard?
Yeah, Richard Evans. Thank you for tapping in with us, man. Joshua.
What's going on, Larry Lynch, senior in the building? How you doing, sir? What's going on?
I mean, we're supposed to feel confident against the Eagles. Like, Dak Prescott has not lost a game against the Eagles since 2019. It's 2023 right now.
And then look at the fashion Dak play. It's still Eagles fans talking about Dak trash. Like, soon as they see somebody talking about Dak trash, they amen. And Dak just literally destroyed y'all team. Like, see the type of fan I am, bro. I don't care what level the player is to the masses. If they come and ball against my team, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm going to put some respect on their name. That's just how I am. I ain't just going to sit up and just be delusional and just keep acting like they ain't like that. The reason why I still stand firm on Jalen Hurts, because what did he do against the Cowboys? Like, what was his numbers? They won, but what was his numbers against us? He ain't never really just balled against us. Never. We destroyed him last year. So, like, when you beat my team and you really just balling, like, I put respect on your name. Like, I'm at least that logical. I ain't just gonna sit up here and just act like you ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like that. Yeah. Jalen Hurts literally hasn't done nothing against the Cowboys. Yeah, like, that's a factual statement.
And I'm gonna add on to it because, like I said, I don't think Jalen Hurts is even a bad quarterback. I know you feel a different way about him because he was a quarterback for Alabama. You've seen him for a long time, but he has made strides in his passing ability and things along those lines.
I'm gonna just be real. He's much better, but I still don't feel like he's he's just being overrated. He's not a bad quarterback. You can absolutely win with Jalen Hurts. He's a good quarterback. He's just not like the level they trying to project him as right now. He's nowhere near that. You can definitely win games with Jalen Hurts though. So don't get me wrong. He's a great athlete and he's an okay quarterback. That's what it is. He's an athlete, a great athlete, and an okay quarterback. And then if you average them two out, you got a good player, right?
Yeah.
You got a good player if you average them two out. Seahawks driving, baby. Let's go.
I like it.
It's second,
also,
it's third, and like one.
Also, for the Eagles fans, I want you to realize something. Before you call Dak Prescott trash, my quarterback is top 10 in completion percentage in NFL history. He's top 10 in passer rating in NFL history. He's also top 10 in touchdown to interception ratio in NFL history. So only thing Dak Prescott needs to solidify himself as a player is a Super Bowl. Like I don't actually care about the all pros from a 50-man panel or anything like that. He plays long enough, he'll have the numbers. I just need him to get some hardware. So like to say that Dak Prescott is not a good quarterback, say he ass anything like Eagle people be talking about, that's just not true.
Yeah.
I'm a numbers guy, so like I hold that at high value. And then beside the fact he also was winning games. The man is 61 and like 35. So like in 7 years, he hasn't even lost 40 games.
David Castillo, he's supposed to be coming in. I think he said his second half. He said,
yeah, he was coming in during the second half.
Yeah, he'll be popping up on us in the second half, y'all.
And he will be proud of us because I updated the thumbnail.
Hullum said, "Good grief," you know what I'm saying?
Is that even Mr. Irrelevant is doing a good job? Yeah, man. Like it's not always about the quarterback. Like it's really like when you think about it, there are 11 people on offense. The quarterback is one guy. So even if the quarterback is playing out of his mind, if you can't protect him in the passing game with good pass pro, you're not going to win. If you do not have a running game most of the time to end the game, once you get the lead, you're probably not going to win the game. If the receivers are prone to drops or cannot get open or they are not good, you're probably not going to win the game. Especially against upper level competition. We're talking about like playoff football. So like the quarterback could be playing out of his mind and you not win. But you can have a very average to below average quarterback and the pieces around him be elite and have a better chance of winning. Look at what the 49ers are doing. Like nobody thinks that Mr. Irrelevant. Hey, right. West Coast is daddy duty. Like he that's big cuz.
I appreciate that, Mr. Larry Lynch. Yeah, them tornadoes going crazy out here in Alabama, man. Prayers up to everybody that's going through it, man. I'm blessed to be decent over here in my area. So our hearts out to everybody that's affected by the storm. Choctaw Montana with a $5 super chat says,
First and goal.
They built different. Yeah, y'all eat crap. That's truly different. Y'all weirded. For real. Hey man. I'm telling you now. It's nothing in like look. If somebody put a gun to my head and said, landlord, if you don't eat this crap, you gotta go. And I just be like, hey, I'll see y'all later. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Hoodlum said touchdown.
Look, see you at the crossroads. It's over for me. I'm not doing that like that under no circumstance.
Going outside, man.
Like you is crazy. Them boys is wild up there in Philly.
Man.
Hey, Wes was so crazy. He said the other day, them boy girlfriends ugly. He said that's why everybody be so mad in Philly. He had me weak when I went back and watched the show. Joshua said, hope your community is okay. Yeah, everybody around my way good, Joshua, man. We appreciate it. Touchdown Walker. Yeah. Touchdown Kenneth Walker. Let's go, Seahawks. Let's go. We got us a football game, y'all. It was looking real grim for a minute now.
They responded when they needed to respond. Once I see it on my screen, I'm gonna officially update it in the comments. I'm gonna pin it. There you go. Just as I spoke on it. Okay.
Number 9.
So they're having more success in the run game than I expected. If they are able to not be one-dimensional, they have a real good chance of winning this game.
Yeah. Hey, we got a football game now. Yeah, they didn't took the momentum back. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to add something to what you was talking about with the quarterbacks. The way I kind of view the quarterbacks is, think about this. It's like, think about an automobile. You know what I'm saying? You got a car. Some quarterbacks might be the engine. You know what I'm saying? Some of them might just be the radiator or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them, their roles not as critical as others. You know what I'm saying? And especially in this 49ers case. Like, he might be like a thermostat. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a strong engine. They got a great radiator. They got some good tire. They got everything else they need. And he's just
he might be a passenger.
Yeah,
he might not be part of the car. He might just be in the car, riding, looking out the window.
Now Dak might be like a transmission. He might not be the engine right now, but I think he's like the second most important, like the transmission. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's critical if Dak don't play well. We just seen that. Look what happened to the Cowboys when Dak had a bad game. But y'all say he's a terrible quarterback. How is that so? Because we see what happens when he play bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We see what happens when Dak play bad. We more than likely gonna lose. And we talking about a 12-5 football team here. So that right there alone tells you that he plays much better more times than not. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. So, man, what are your initial thoughts on this game so far, brother? What do you see from the 49ers? What do you see from the Seahawks if we're scouting NFC competition?
I seen the 49ers coming in looking strong, but I got to tip my hat to the Seahawks because they stuck right in there. They took the jabs, and they came back fine. That's a sign of a resilient team, and we know Pete Carroll, coach football team, going to be ready, man. That's why I'm thinking they got a shot in this game. Like, Pete Carroll is one of the best coaches out here. Like, I'm pretty sure, to be quite honest, like, if they ask me, Lando, who you want to play for? Pete Carroll might be my first coach, I say. I ain't gonna lie. He just seemed like a guy you'll want to play for. You know what I'm saying? He's a high energy dude. He matched me well. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot of energy. He always coming with it, man. Pete Carroll's a great coach, so you know, most of the time your team gonna take the traits from their coach, and that's what I see from them boys, man. Like, this gonna be a good game. I feel like familiar roles too.
I was gonna say they are divisional rivals, so there's nothing that neither one of these teams have not seen. Also, I like this analogy. Cam said Dak is more like the brakes. You need him to stop the bleeding from time to time. He said Micah and CD, the engine and transmission. I can live with that.
He said, "What, man? Say that one more time."
He said Dak is more like the brakes. You need him to stop the bleeding sometimes.
Oh, yeah, that's a good analogy right there. He said Micah and CD, the engine and transmission. But look, though, how CD going to be an engine or a transmission? He going to need Dak for that, though. See what I'm saying? You're going to need Dak to even be, like, the wide receiver needs a quarterback.
I actually would put the run game first. I would put the run game as the engine. Because we see how much better, how much different we look when we have a stellar run game to complement what we want to do in the passing game. So, you know, like
Pete Carroll overrated. How you figure that, sir? Because look at this, Choctaw. You an Ohio guy. That's why you talking about Zeke the engine. Zeke, he ain't the engine no right now though. Like, he used to be the engine, but I don't see him being the engine right now. But
I think he's part of the engine.
With his props this year though, Choctaw. Cause look what he done. They traded Russell Wilson and they in the playoffs, not them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a good coaching job.
That's a sign of good coaching that Pete Carroll did today. I mean, this year. You got to give him his props this year.
So that play action was probably the best pass I've seen from Brock Purdy all day. It was on the money.
Boys coming with it now. They just stuffed up what his name is. Is that CMC? Yeah, that was Christian McCaffrey. They just stuffed him up. Yeah. He looked like he lost me all.
And it's happening on my screen. He definitely lost. He lost about 2-3 yards.
Yeah, that was a good stop though.
Damn good stop. But yeah, I think we need to.
What's happening with you, Mickey? Thanks for pulling up and stopping by. How you doing, Jameson Taylor? Hope you're feeling well today.
Yeah, you know we gotta watch these, man. Like, one of the guys gonna be a future opponent.
Yeah, it's the NFC.
NFC all matters.
Legs on
Ooh,
too.
he more athletic than I actually
Got a little
actually
wiggle
saw.
on him, don't it?
Like
He got
his,
a little
his
wiggle
best
on him.
his best plays though are what he does in the pocket by buying time, these little scrambles.
Yeah, he got a little wiggle on. Cam J says anybody that can make Geno look like an all-pro should automatically go to the. Hey, that's a bomb right there, bro. You just said something. Cause like, what in the world was Geno Smith before this year? He was a good backup, but this man been putting up some numbers this year.
It's a horrible throw by Purdy. Let me see what happens.
I ain't seen it yet. Let me see. Did he get a pick?
I don't know. He said, "What the fuck is Purdy doing?" That was a Dak move. Hey man, lay off Dak a little bit, man. Like Dak has had some issues this year, but like for the most part, Dak Prescott doesn't usually do crazy stuff like that.
That looked like a miscommunication. That's all that was. The wide receiver looked like he stopped running, and he thought he was keeping staying up the field.
Let's see. Wooka. Yeah, that was a bad throw, but like you said, I don't know. That definitely probably was a miscommunication.
It was. On my screen, he up there hollering at the receiver, so it had to be. See, hey, I ain't gonna lie now. When you got Brock Purdy up here hollering at the receivers, Dak, come on now. You got to show me a little more attitude now. Dak, you got to show me a little more attitude. Get after them boys. Kittle finna get the first down. God damn it.
Good luck to you, Jameson. He said, "Shit, Dak, my dude. We know, man. We just met him."
This is content too now. You already know. Shout out to Cowboy Brian in the building, man. I ain't seen you in a minute. He says, "You see what Wilson did when it disappeared." Look like. No, the comment it updated before I read it. It said he said something about Wilson. I don't know if I can see it no more.
Said Purdy's inexperienced going to lose this game. He was reckless when he ran the ball. He should have tucked it. Well, that's one reason why I chose the Seahawks. I was expecting Purdy to make some very rookie mistakes and for otherwise benign Seahawks defense to capitalize on it. Because they don't usually make a bunch of plays on the defensive side of the ball. They got one guy, I think Woolen, he has like 5 or 6 interceptions. But, I was hoping to Brock Purdy throwing the ball a couple times or put the ball on the ground. That's what I was actually expecting to happen. But, we'll see if that actually holds true. There's a lot of game left. Brock Purdy has been shaky. He made a couple of plays so far. But, he had some plays that very well could have went the other way, had the defense been in a better position. So we'll see. I just need to know if Seattle going to keep pace scoring. Because they can't trade scores with Seattle. I mean, they can't trade scores with the 49ers. The 49ers are going to start stopping it.
Somebody named Young Guns, he got a Philly sign in here. He talking about fly, eagle, die. On the road to a loss. Get beat up. Eagles fight. Score a touchdown for the other team. Hey, all your comments getting filtered, sir. I don't know what you thought you were doing up in here.
I appreciate you for tapping in either way, Young Guns. Hey, hell, we just have a watch.
It's all good as long as you respectful, But that's gonna get filtered out. It ain't gonna be no fly eagle fly. It's die eagle die over here, sir. You already know that.
Fegels fans funny. The run was nice, but if a defensive player reached out, it would have been a fumble the other way. Yeah, we got guys that strip the ball. So I want him to try it against us.
Somebody said piss test. What y'all doing? Y'all acting real nefarious now. Shout out to Elijah Robinson. What's happening, sir? He said, "What's up, HTM?"
What's good with your kinfolk?
I'm listening.
Hold up. Who was that?
That was Siri.
Oh.
She said, "I'm listening. I wasn't talking to you." What you talking about?
I can hear me now. Oh, okay.
You can hear me?
No, I can hear you fine now. I had heard myself for a second.
Yeah, Siri had started talking and stuff.
That should have been a pick.
Cowboy Brian says, landlord, I've got the feeling that Dak and the Cowboys are going to come out pissed and make a statement to shut up the haters. Hey, that's exactly the type of time I'm on, Mr. Cowboy Brian.
He always does.
We always bounce back after a loss. Remember that. So don't. That's why I say in moments like this, y'all, do me a favor. What the day is?
Saturday.
Today is Saturday. From this point on, he said, okay, from this day on to after the game, do not look at the mainstream media. Do not look
I
at
have it. And I've been happy as hell.
Y'all, do not look at it. You done got enough of the information. You know everybody hating. So don't poison your mentality with that. You know your football team. Go in there thinking how you think. Don't let them sway you into thinking so negatively about your football team.
They said that Brock Purdy just got sacked. I'm finna see.
Shout out to Chris Davis in the building. What's happening, sir? Let me check this out.
So they had a stop on first down with a short run, second down coming up. I guess the sack happens on this second down. They finna run.
I ain't in the red zone too. Oh, the sack just happened on my end.
It's gonna be a couple seconds off from
Third and long. Yeah.
Well, shit, holding them to a field goal is huge here because you still have the possibility of taking the lead next way down. So they
Fulham said good stop, so they must have stopped them. It's field goal time. That's a good job. Mm-hmm. Says 13-7. Okay.
All right. When the moment it happened on the screen, you know I'm gonna update it.
Yeah. What's so crazy too? Let me see. Like I said, I dive so deep into Cowboy stuff that I might not be as efficient in the other areas. So
right.
You gotta give Pete Carroll his props though, because how many players can the normal person name on the Seattle Seahawks right now?
I can name a couple.
How many can a normal casual fan name? Because I got Geno Smith because he's the quarterback, DK, and who?
Tyler Lockett.
Oh yeah, Lockett, yeah, Lockett.
Noah Fant.
Noah Fant on that team too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just got that in the tight end.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. See, if I watch him, I know, but like the casual fan ain't gonna be able to name a whole bunch of players. So let's go to the defensive side. Who in the world they got?
They ain't really got a bunch of big names on the defense.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to give him his props when it comes to stuff like that. He ain't like he got an all-star cast over there. Know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's fine to Cam. It's fine, man. We all watching it from different places in the world. Ain't none of us gonna be on the exact same thing. So it's fine.
What he said? Stop watching the live screen. What are you talking about?
Like that. Like people are on different times. They come in what happened in the game.
Get spoiled and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna happen on the watch along because me and him might not even be on the same.
Me and landlord not even on the same time, so it don't matter. Like we just in here to watch, talk football with each other. We ain't tripping. We is not tripping, brother. Y'all comment as much y'all want to comment from wherever y'all at. It's open door policy.
Yeah. Cowboy Brian said Lockett, Metcalf, Diggs, and Geno. That's all I know. Hey, you did more than me. You know what I'm saying? Like them boys, they had a good playoff season. You know what I'm saying? With limited talent. Obviously, they couldn't have too much going over there.
But they know all the Cowboys players. Yep, they do.
Absolutely.
They know that if we had a backup kicker, they would know them.
They know our long snapper thing. You know what I'm saying?
For real, they just tell you the difference between fan bases, man. Like the Cowboys are a money printing machine. Like they are well branded. They have the 5 Super Bowls in they past. They're historical franchise. Like they get a lot of love and media attention, but really they get a lot of hate and unwelcome scrutiny.
Bird ain't still in here talking about some hurt season, baby.
Listen, I love the confidence. But if Jalen Hurts come out here and lays an egg against whoever he plays in this first game, I need you to keep that same energy.
Cause this the thing about it. They belief in Hurts ain't really been challenged yet. Look, they didn't have none last year. No. They got all the faith and trust in them this year. And they done had an incredible year. So just imagine when a little adversity comes. That's what I want to see. They ain't had no real adversity this year. So when he come out here and lay this egg, because he is, I'm gonna just hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you're not going far with him. I'm gonna just be real with you. You're not going far. And if you do, it'll be from the rest of the strong parts of your team. He won't be the catalyst. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a real fan, it wouldn't matter which way, but he's not like that. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm sorry. Okay, we on the kickoff on my end.
All right, it's finna come up too on my end. They up here talking about 49ers, what they did. Brock Purdy has more passing touchdowns his first 5 starts than all of their good quarterbacks. More than Jimmy G, more than Joe Montana, more than Steve Young. So he's on the right trajectory.
Cowboy Brown already said he said they are going to blame it on his shoulder if he lay that egg.
Yeah. And he has missed some time, but nobody gonna care. I ain't gonna let him get away with it. Because when my quarterback played the next week, once he suffered that same injury, he had to get a cortisone shot at his shoulder just to play. Like, Eagles fan bring that up all the time. That's why he choked against them. Your quarterback didn't play for 2 whole weeks with the same injury.
Facts.
Good pass by Geno. So, hey, I hope they get this drive, man. Like, if they get down here and are able
I think NFL News Assimilation had diagnosed me, too. When I said I don't know what it is, he said I think it's a cross between superstition and OCD. It might be.
I have not changed the score. That's my bad, kinfolk. Let me do it for y'all.
It might be some OCD, but it just feel weird if I don't get that 3K because it's just too close. It's too close. We need that before the game starts, y'all. Tell a friend to tell a friend now. Seahawks rocking, y'all.
They moving.
1st and 10.
And with back-to-back play action passes, got them there. I used to want Noah Fant on the team.
Yeah, he's a good tight end.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the way that Dak Prescott targets tight ends.
Okay, they running that rock on him on the outside. Man, I like what I'm seeing. Excuse me. This is the threat of a team who knows their identity. See, that's what I said. That's the best trait I see from the Eagles. Believe it or not, they know who they are. That's something I admire. You know what I'm saying? They got a OC who ain't trying to prove something.
Yeah, they're gonna run that ball. They're gonna let Jalen Hurts run that ball. They're gonna do everything.
How effective you can be if you just stay within yourself.
Very effective.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many mistakes you will avoid just playing within yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like that's actually it's.
Oh, they said touchdown. Let's go. Hold on now. Let's get it. Let's see what happens.
I just on my end, they just got stuffed on the run.
Yep, same thing happened on mine. So let's see what happens. I love this. I love this. Let's see what happens. They say touchdown by DK, so I guess
it must be this play right here.
It gotta be instant offense from DK Metcalf.
On 3rd and 3. This is why he need that star on his helmet, y'all. Then a good throw by
they said on Ward number 7, Geno dropped a dime.
What that sound? Perfect. That was a perfect throw, perfect route, all that.
Hold on, it's gonna happen on my screen right now.
Got that boy looking up in the clouds. Look, it be so funny the little gestures that people do when they get did wrong in sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what you looking up there for? You looking at the Jumbotron like you gonna see why it happened. Like, the reason it happened because you ain't as good as you thought you were. That's why.
Well, that was a quick score change. So, boom, replace the pin message.
Bam. See, this is the fight that I thought I expected to see out of the Seahawks, too. Real talk. Bird ain't talking about some tell Dak to stop throwing picks. That's the only leg y'all got to stand on, ain't it?
Right.
He ain't threw him against y'all like that. He threw one, but hey, he did way.
3 touchdowns right after.
He
so,
dominated.
Hey, if Dak Prescott play the Eagles every time and throw 3 touchdowns, only 1 pick, like I'll take it all the time.
All day long. If he play like that and throw a pick like that, hey, we good. We rocking. Y'all better pray Dak don't wake up and become normal Dak again. That's what y'all better pray. Because this is a weird, peculiar type year now. Make no mistake about it. Dak has never been a high interception guy, ever. This is just an odd outlier type year. So don't get it confused.
Right. And remember, I will not just making stuff up. He is top 10 in touchdown to interception ratio in NFL history. You know, the man that played almost 100 games. So, those are solid numbers. Matter of fact, I'll tell you his all-time career rankings right now.
See, Smooth said we had a chance to get DK.
It's crazy.
He did get dropped. He did get
second round.
Man, come on, man.
You know what's even crazier is the fact that him and AJ Brown played on the same team at the same time, and Ole Miss did nothing.
What's crazy? His cousin is one of my partners I grew up with.
Really?
He is. I might have to send him an invite. Hey, man. Tell him to go put that star on his helmet now.
So, for his career, Dak Prescott is 8th all-time in career completion percentage at 66.6. That is higher than Patrick Mahomes, Kurt Warner, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Derek Carr, Tom Brady, Steve Young.
Man, I'm telling you, man, quit playing with that boy.
All right, now let's go and look at career.
Oh, they said they got another stop?
What?
See, I just seen a little swing pass. It's 2nd and 3 on my end.
Yeah, that's what I just seen.
Press this thing.
That's what I just seen.
See, look, I want to be fair with y'all. Now, us as content creators, y'all have to admire this to a certain degree because we do sacrifice a little of our family for y'all. I want y'all to know that. Because it had been plenty of Cowboy game this year when it was like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to play over here. I got to play over here. And we don't know what's going on. I have to watch the whole game over to get a good grasp of the game. Mm-hmm. So that's why I said this game.
Playoffs is over with.
I'm going to be this close to the TV, y'all. I'll think about content later, y'all. I'm going to be a real fan. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be able to be a content creator on Monday night, y'all. So y'all forgive me.
So it's 3rd and 3 on my screen. It just got stuffed on a run. So let's see what happens.
They broke up the pass on 3rd and 3. Okay. Man, these no-name boys out here playing ball, man. That's why we understand how important coaching is. And that's what gets us frustrated when our Cowboys don't do what we want to do. Because we know we got the talent. And then we look out the window. You know that little meme, you look out the blinds, everybody having fun. You look out the blinds and you see other teams out there performing with inferior talent. You know what I'm saying? We know we got the talent, so why we can't do that? So that's what be kind of frustrating being a Cowboy fan sometimes.
True that. So yeah, that's great. They got to stop. So yeah, man. So remember, Cowboys need them. False start 5 yards back. We sacrificed 2. My wife's spending money I don't have as we speak on some proof.
Hey, I feel you, Jeffrey. Hey, but I'm going through the same thing as that as we speak as well. Not on the cruise, but they the women gonna spend some money now. They gonna spend some money. But that was hilarious though. And then we was reading it at the same time.
It was funny.
Yeah, that was
great special team, 40 whiners. I know, right?
Yeah, they just give me a good return. Nah, he got a good tackle.
So it's crazy. Seahawks, after being down 10 points, have scored 14 unanswered, taking the lead and have the ball to extend the lead before halftime. So that is a wild change of events. It really started when they held them to the 3 points, once they got to the red zone that last time.
Absolutely. We appreciate y'all rocking with us though, man. Watching the op watch. You know what I'm saying? It would call this the op watch. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna be smoking on somebody by the end of the night. We're gonna be smoking on them Niners or smoking on them Seahawks. I don't know.
Facts. Hopefully the Niners.
Well, somebody going in the blunt.
Somebody were getting rolled up. That junk be funny when Dez be saying it. Dez be talking like, you be saying Dez.
Uh-huh.
He be like, nah, hey, every time we beat, he be like, we smoking on that pack. I be like, yeah, Dez tapped in to the culture.
They said DK just ran a man over.
Man. Yeah, NFL news and simulation. We scouting our next ops. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yeah, they finna go outside. It's crazy because I did not expect this team to be able to run on the 49ers. They run the ball pretty good so far. Yes, he had a cane to win.
Put a little pressure on this little Mr. Irrelevant. Let's see what he do after some adversity.
Mm-hmm. They go down 8 points.
Oh yeah, ATM the truth with them numbers now. Big Bud said, damn, my boy know them stats. Yeah, he do. Y'all better tap into them articles. He got some good article work too, man. Y'all go tap in with ATM. Y'all be sleep.
He said they not even options, victims. That's true, man. Let's see. Fell forward for about 4 yards, 3 yards.
Tata said Dez want to be Midwest so bad.
Man.
Oh, Big Bud said he subscribed to you 2 days ago, ATM.
I appreciate that, kinfolk. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, Deke. Look, well, y'all want to know something weird? His cousin that I'm talking about, his last name Metcalf too, and he like 6'4", and he was like when we was growing up, he was a tree. He was bigger than everybody when we was growing up. Super tall, dark-skinned guy with the last name Metcalf. And we called him Metcalf because his name was so weird to us. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, we called him his name. We called him Roosevelt. That was his name. Shout out to my partner. If he I ain't screaming on Facebook, but yeah, he my friend on Facebook. But yeah, shout out to you, sir.
That's so true. Let's see. I'm gonna pull up the ESPN too while we on here, because I want to see what the hell is going on.
Cartavius, what's happening, sir? Cartavius Williams, what's going on? Joshua Fisher said, "What's he do these days?" G, what you mean? You talking about my partner, or I ain't tapped into what you're saying?
I think he talking about what DK Metcalf can focus up to now.
Oh, he just a regular guy. He just big. No, that's what's so weird. He's just a regular guy. I think he drives trucks now. But he always was the big guy in our neighborhood. Oh, yeah. NFL News and Simulation said, I'm concentrating on the playoffs. F that list. He on the Micah vibes. Yes, sir.
I know, man. He got the right attitude, man, because none of the other stuff matters, man. Like, we can have a team full of all pros, Pro Bowlers and all that, but we lose in the playoffs, none of this is going to matter. But we had a stacked team last year. Shout
out to Michael Lockhart, man. I appreciate you coming through, pulling up, stopping by, sir. We appreciate you. Big Bud says, I got my neck bones cooking and watching the game in the trap. Let's get it, sir. You already know we trapped out. Mine's still on commercial right now.
Mine too.
Finally got a day off, y'all. I've been working out the whole week last week. Shout out to Chris Johnson. He said, I appreciate y'all, man. I love listening to content creators when I'm at work. Make the time pass better. Yeah, y'all already know.
Yeah,
I do
brother.
the same thing when I'm on the clock, sir. You already know.
We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, man. You know, y'all make it worthwhile to get on here and do this.
Yeah, just like Mark Holmes say, you know, it wouldn't work without y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Contavious Williams, I appreciate you for tapping in with us, brother.
Absolutely.
All right, so second and 8.
You talking about
third and 8.
They must have didn't convert. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah, because they got 3rd and 8 coming up right now.
What's up with your Sam Smith? Appreciate you pulling up, sir. Yeah, that was. I feel you, Choctaw. You gonna do a draw on 3rd and 8? That was just conservative. They happy to have the lead right now, Choctaw. They trying to get this to halftime. That's what that was. Bosa is a monster too, man.
You know what? Like Hulu said, if there was actually an option play, Gino had nothing but room. He had kept the ball. Gino had a lot of room.
Link to subscribe. You talking about to HTM, Brian? You just go to HTM Sports, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's HTM Sports on YouTube. HTM Space Sports.
If you can, HTM, put your link in the chat box for them. Yeah, that'll be. Yeah, y'all go tap in with my people, man. Yeah, they playing right now on the 4th and 8.
Let me see. Hold on, I'm gonna try to drop this link in here.
Oh, okay. He said West Coast sent me, but want to come by to show some love. We appreciate you, Mr. Sam Smith. I appreciate you, sir.
Yeah, we do appreciate the love. And shout out to West Coast.
Shout out to West Coast. Yeah, y'all tap in with HTM. Let's get it. Let's get this stop, Seahawks.
Yeah, they need a stop.
Sack, pick, fumble vibes. I might give me a shirt say sack, pick, fumble.
Well, you need to trademark that too.
Yeah, I might trademark that sack, pick, fumble. If y'all don't watch my watch alongs, y'all slipping, man.
Yeah, for real.
Pass Purdy though. Ayuk.
They said Purdy coming on now.
Yeah, Ayuk just did a nice little slant route, like post-like route. It was kind of deep.
Was it or was it? Let's see it. Here it comes. Okay, that is a.
Appreciate that, Mr. Cowboy Brian. You already know, man. I appreciate that support, sir.
Yeah, Ayuk is having a damn good season.
Yeah, he's a high-end number 2.
Very high-end number 2. Especially with his route running ability. Like, he gives you something different than what Debo gives you. Because Debo is not a big route technician or anything. He's just a guy you need to get the ball into his hands.
And that we trust said an upset. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's looking like Purdy doing some weird shit. Purdy thinking he who be doing all that risky stuff? Bryce Young be doing it for Bama. Like they just be Bryce Young be scrambling like he got all his life to just sit back there and throw the ball. That's what Brock Purdy just did something similar. Like you be like he be like alarmingly, if that's a word, calm in the pocket. Like it's like, bro, you don't supposed to be that calm. Like you tripping.
Right. And Sam Smith is Henny the Moore on Facebook.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let me change it. I tried to streamline all my stuff, but I'm finna put that in there too. So it's Henny the Moore on Facebook. Booyah. Just put it in there.
Brock Purdy just threw an air ball to the top floor.
That's how he started the game. There was just more defenders around when he did it the first time.
Was it a pick?
Nah, he didn't throw a pick to start the game. He should have.
You make that throw against the Cowboys, that might be a pick. I know that.
Now we got too many ball hawks on our team, man.
Yeah, Hook probably coming up with that one. That was just way overthrow.
Yeah, Purdy has not played a great game. it has not cost his team so far because they're still in it.
God,
And they what's
Debo.
up?
Debo just got a first down.
That what
That
he
was
do?
a good throw right there.
Let me see if it'll happen on my screen. But outside of that, and Sam, I appreciate you for going and following all platforms. But yeah, that's why we talk about Debo is a yak guy, man. Like he doesn't need like huge plays down the field. Like he's gonna make the most out of everything when the ball's in his hand.
That was actually a nice placed ball right there by Purdy.
Off his back foot, falling away.
That was a nice place ball right there.
I respect that 2-minute drill. Yeah, they're putting together a damn good 2-minute drill.
Mess up though. This is what you get from young players. Look at him, man. He back to doing some crazy stuff again. That boy, that wild. He giving me some Romo vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like I love Romo to death, but Romo was a wild boy. Like it ain't no telling what Romo might do. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta sit back and wait. Like
he's Romo, athletic and he knows it. So he be trying to make plays.
But that's dangerous when you don't know when to give up the play. Sometimes you gotta give up the play. You know what I'm saying?
Because sometimes you do.
You'll have to sometimes the better play is a sack. You know what I'm saying? Because if you try to survive too long, it might be a fumble now. It might be an interception now. Sometimes the better play is a sack. Yeah, Romo was wild, man, but that's what made you love him, though. Like, that's what made you love Romo.
You never knew what Tony Romo finna do. Is he finna spin out, throw a touchdown? Is he?
Yeah. It's that element of danger that come with Romo that made him great. Like that. See, that's what, contrary to popular belief, man, you can like Dak and Romo. I like both of them. Like I'm a huge Romo fan. Like my wife got mad at me how quick I transitioned from Romo to Dak. she was like, you already like Dak? I'm like, hey, I got what else can I do? I gotta, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta. I like every quarterback that start for the Dallas Cowboys. People be thinking I be going so hard for Dak. I just go hard against people that they aren't telling the truth. Like if Dak is playing bad, I will acknowledge he's playing bad. But to say he is a bad quarterback, that's not true. And I'm gonna stand on that.
See, the thing about Romo, man, that's why when Jerry said that, Purdy doing some more of this crazy. Like it is the end of the quarter, so he's just doing like some Aaron Rodgers type stuff, just keep throwing the ball out. But the thing about Romo though, I'm glad Jerry said what he said because it's the truth. Like Romo was a phenomenal talent, man, believe it or not. Like a lot of people think Romo was trash. Romo was definitely not trash. What it was either Romo was being asked to do too much and he wasn't able to do it, or the team was just far too dependent upon him. Know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we gave him a nice offensive line like down the stretch. And then we never had a real solid defense like that. Know what I'm saying?
Okay, so it looked like they held them to a field goal. It's going to be 16-14.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they? Oh, they hit it. Okay. Yeah, man, I think, and then think about the mentality that Jason Garrett used to call plays in. Jason Garrett used to be the running to the wall until it crumbled type guy. Know what I'm saying? We better than y'all. We bigger than y'all, so we gonna do this. And I don't care if it's 19 people in the box. We're gonna run straight with Zeke. That's how Jason Garrett kind of coached. Know what I'm saying? So that was I feel like Jason Garrett mentality and his stubbornness, that's exactly the perfect word for Jason Garrett to me. He was very stubborn. You don't remember every game, it was a big game. We were going to the game, Jason Garrett be like, we're going to do what we do. We're going to, you know what I'm saying? Every time, he never wavered from like what he believed in, like to a fault. You know what I'm saying?
And hey, Cam said I'm capping. He said, "Ain't no way I could have liked Quincy Carter." Listen, I had no choice, but like I always cheer on the guy under center. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I believe fully in these guys, but I always try to support the players under center, and I'm fair with my critiques. Like Quincy Carter, he had a couple of good plays here and there.
NFL News and Simulation, appreciate you with this $10 super chat, sir. He says Romo and Marino are the best quarterbacks ever to never get a Super Bowl ring. I think Romo need to be in that. That's very high praise, and I'm huge on Romo. But Marino was different though. But like Romo will be in that. He'll at least be top 10 in that discussion though, even to somebody who hate on Romo.
Well, let's see. There's a bunch of great quarterbacks that didn't win a Super Bowl though. Look at Rich Gannon, Warren Moon, McNabb.
Actually, McNabb was pretty good though, even though he's a
Fran Tarkenton.
You know what I'm saying? They had some guys now.
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. They had some guys. Like, it take a lot to win a Super Bowl, y'all. It doesn't. It's not just one person.
Yeah, I almost left them out. Jim Kelly.
This man went to the Super Bowl 3 times in a row and still didn't get one.
Hey, they said flag day in they said flag day in field goal range. Hold on now.
What? They already kicked it in. I thought it was halftime. Hold on, what? Oh, you talking about the Seahawks. Don't tell me they got a turn. I thought it was over. It's 1 second left. Man, what? Somebody had to do something stupid.
Probably pass interference.
Harbaugh can need khaki pants finna be pissed. Oh. Or is that his brother that's not?
Oh! Late hit on Geno.
Let me get that.
Late hit on Geno. Seattle kicking the field goal.
These boys are debacling right before our eyes, y'all.
And it's Ward.
They are debacling.
They better make the field goal.
I hope they make this field goal.
That'll take back all the momentum that the 49ers just got. They make this field goal. Oh, somebody
who said 2 minutes and 9 for real. That's why I said with all due respect, I at least say he probably top 10. Romo, bro, I don't know if y'all remember how good Romo was. Like I think people quickly forgot how good Romo was. Shout out to JP.
He was great, man. Hey, JP said land. Jameson Taylor said he see us, man.
What's happening?
Y'all enjoy listening to Romo. I like Romo calling plays, man. And they said it's good.
What?
They said the field goal is good. Look like it's finna be 7. Damn, this a long field goal, 56 yards.
Man, let's get it. But I feel upset. I said it before the game even started. I felt like the Seahawks should get them.
It's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row.
Yeah, especially your division foe, and that's the only way you're gonna play them that many times. So it's tough.
Let's update. Seahawks
17-16. Let's get it.
49ers.
Let's go Seahawks. What it is? Hold up. What number the man is in that stadium? 16th man or something? What they be saying? 12th man. Yeah.
12th man. Like, damn, yeah. How many extra guys y'all got?
They got the 12th man over there on trip.
He said 16th man.
Number I could put my finger on.
All right, we're going into halftime. It is 17-16. Seahawks have the lead on the road against a divisional foe. How do you feel so far about how this game has gone for both teams? You can start with Seattle. Tell me how you feel about how they played to get to this point, and then you can swing around and touch on the 49ers and tell me how you feel they've done to dig themselves into this deficit. Even though it is a 1-point deficit, you can tell me how you feel about it.
News simulation, the 12th man has traveled. But yeah, if you the Seahawks, man, you are absolutely thrilled with the way this game has went. You know what I'm saying? The 49ers supposed to be a powerhouse, even though they got an inexperienced quarterback and Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant. They supposed to be this dominant force. And you survived a big knockout punch. You survived some of them haymakers in the first quarter. Know what I'm saying? It was 10-0. Now you couldn't ask for a better situation to be going into the half with a lead. Know what I'm saying? You on the road in the playoffs. This is a great position to be in if you the Seahawks. Pete Carroll should be thrilled right now. Know what I'm saying? He survived their biggest blows, their biggest punches, and ended up having a lead in going in halftime. That's the best situation you can ask for. Now, as far as the 49ers go, them boys, they should be kind of upset. They should be pretty disappointed because this is kind of deflating the way that they didn't let these boys come back and take over. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all had a commanding 10-point lead. We thought we was finna have to, wrap the screen up because it wasn't gonna be no. We don't do blowouts. We'll be over here talking about life and stuff. Like, we weren't even.
know.
We thought they were finna bring the bluebirds out, man. We thought it was finna get cut off. But the Niners let them boys just hang in there, and play some good, solid, sound defense. And they done stuck it out, man. I like what I'm saying from it. Like, the 49ers should be questioning themselves going into this locker room. And I feel like the pressure is building on this inexperienced rookie quarterback. We finna see what he made of.
And I always come from the analytical standpoint of things. Like 49ers have no business being down in this game outside of the play of Brock Purdy. He hasn't turned the ball over, but he's only 9 of 19 for 147 yards. He has a 91 passer rating. He's not been great. He missed a bunch. He had a couple throws that should have been going the other way. And when you look at what they've done in the run game, they're right on par with what they want to do. They've only run the ball 10 times, but they got 110 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is, though, a majority of that came on one play. So let's do the math on that because Christian McCaffrey had a 68-yard run.
Yeah. Right? As soon as I turned the game on, he was gone.
So if you take away that 68-yard run, that means on the other 9 carries, they only got 42 yards. So they are playing a run much better than I expected. On the other hand, Seattle's running the ball. They ran the ball 20 times already for 82 yards. That is the difference. Like, nobody expected the 49ers to be susceptible to the run game. But Seattle is figuring out a way to get some rushing yards, getting key rushing first downs, keeping them honest. So you could play action off of that. Geno Smith has only thrown the ball 10 times, but he completed 9 of them for 104 yards and a touchdown. He has 143.3 passer rating right now. So, like, if I'm, like you said, if I'm the Seattle Seahawks, like, I am ecstatic. I'm happy. Like, this couldn't have gone much better. Yes. Like, and if Brock Purdy keep playing the way he's playing, you can also expect to get your hand on the ball pretty soon.
Yes, he looked like he's waiting to throw an interception.
Mm-hmm. And that's the difference. Like, they are taking shots down the field. We seen the 50-yard bomb to DK Metcalf. We seen Noah Fant would run out the catch for an 11-yard run. So, like, they're not throwing the ball as much, but they're being more efficient in the run game. And then, you also got to factor in Geno Smith has gotten out a couple times with the run. Him scrambling on that last play and then taking that late hit is the difference of why they have a lead right now. So, they can keep doing what they're doing in the run game. If they can keep taking these shots, if they can keep slowing down their run game. Because remember, like I said, outside of that 68-yard run, every other run has only combined for 42 yards. So they're doing fine. They're doing fine. They just got to stick with it.
That's a great game plan if you're going up against the 49ers too. Because think about it. I would just sell out on the run. I put 8 in the box. I don't care what Mr. Irrelevant do. If he beat you, you walk to the middle of the field and shake his hand. Mm-hmm. Do not let Christian McCaffrey beat you. Mm-hmm. So even if they get past this game and we eventually have to play them, I want to sell out on the run. Like, because that's how they beat us. They ran on us. They was more physical than us. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't too worried about if I'm Seattle, I'm focused on this run game and put a little coverage back there, play a little zone, try to confuse Brock Purdy a little bit. He don't know what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? You get to a timely interception, this game could be over.
I agree. So, yeah, man. But, I also see that they're getting to the edge against the 49ers. Like, they're not even trying to test the middle of their defense. Like, they already are running this wide 9, so they're taking advantage of it on the edge. Like, you already have the defensive end displaced. So it's easier to get some seams over their side, running against where the wide nine is. So if like you said, if the 49ers survive this game, we're going to go ahead and I want to take some of these keys from this game. Like I want to see Tony Pollard get on the edge against this defense. Now that I've seen that they're giving up this kind of yardage to this team.
Yep.
And this is a team that doesn't even like to run the ball.
We see they giving up yardage with Noah Fant against the tight ends. You know what I'm saying? DK has been special on them. So they cornerbacks ain't that strong.
All right, so they asked, is Mike Jackson the former draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys? Yes. This is the same Mike Jackson we drafted in 2019 out of the 5th round. He played football at Miami.
Yeah, that's Coach Marv. What's up with you, Coach Marv? How you doing, sir? Sammy Rowe up there being sarcastic. Yeah, we know that everybody is better than the people that the Eagles didn't beat. Their best win is probably Minnesota.
Oh, see,
I was kind of impressed. I was impressed by that win against the Titans too.
Yeah, we also have Tre'Davious Ward. Tre'Davious Ward was on our practice squad. He played for us in preseason. I forget the year, but he left us, and he became a starter for the 49ers, and hasn't looked back since. No, matter of fact, Davis Ward. Matter of fact, he became a starter for the Kansas City Chiefs first. Yeah. He was on their Super Bowl winning team as a starting cornerback. He was also on the team that went back to the Super Bowl. Then he got picked up by the 49ers just recently. He is a very good man coverage guy. What we're doing right now in our defensive schemes, he would have fit right in. So I hate that he didn't develop with us, but it's always good to see a former Cowboy still have success in the league. Yep.
Yeah, I was happy for Mike White with the Jets.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he started for the Chiefs, not the 49ers. He was on the Chiefs team, on their Super Bowl teams.
I wonder what they're going to do with Zach Wilson, though, because Mike White was balling for the time when he was hurt, though.
You said we traded. I hope that ain't true. You said we traded Ward to the Chiefs for an old lineman?
Yeah, we did. That was a couple years ago.
Who? Because I remember Ward being there, but I don't remember the circumstances of him leaving. Who was the lineman we got?
It ain't even worth talking about. It was terrible. I'm going to tell you that right now. It was somebody who probably came in for a year and then he was done.
Which Ward is getting destroyed? Because both their cornerbacks named Ward. Is it Tre'Davious getting tore up, or is the other Ward boy? But both of them, because they'd be throwing me out too. But they got two Wards out there.
Yeah.
Well, it probably is Tre'Davious, because I think Jimmy Ward isn't playing solely defensive cornerback right now, because he does play. Jimmy Ward is pretty much a tweener. He does play some free safety. He does play some corner. So
I said both of them getting destroyed.
So
it don't even matter. They ain't doing good. They gonna be in the psych ward after this game.
No, that was it. Chaz Green
might have been. It was a lineman like that.
Oh Lord, he said because Samuel Rose said it was Chaz. Oh man, yeah, I like Damon Clark too. Yeah, Dallas ain't the only defense you can run against. There actually are several run defense worse than ours, but we can run against the Bucks. That's need to be the game plan. I said they 15th for a reason. They averaging 120 yards a game. You need to run against the Bucks.
I don't think people understand the physicality it takes to run, to stop the run. It's a different level of physicality, man. Look, you gotta think about it. As a defensive lineman, you going up against this 200-300 pound man every down anyway. He banging against you. He hitting you. Then think about it. If you got to stop the run, you got to take that hit and try to catch the running back and deliver a hit. That's a tall task. You doing that all game. So when the teams be physical enough to run and smart enough and patient enough to run the football effectively, by the fourth quarter, them boys gonna have noodle legs. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be noodle legs for them.
All right, you're right. We drafted Chaz Green. On August 30th, 2018, the Kansas City Chiefs traded offensive guard Parker Ehinger to the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for Ward to provide needed depth for their offensive line. Ooh, we fumbled that.
Who it was again? My bad.
Parker Ehinger. It doesn't matter. He's not even playing for nobody right now.
Know what I told it was somebody who was irrelevant. Like we just dropped the ball.
Yep.
It happens though. You can't win them all. This team do pretty well with draft picks.
Yeah.
Nah, but in the trade department, we all right. I wouldn't say the last couple of years we kind of was a little lackluster, but I think last year and this year was like a good time for us. Cause think about it, before we got J. Ryan them and stuff in here, our free agent pickups was kind of lackluster. Think about it. Who that was? Jerry McCoy came in here and got hurt the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like none of them was working out when we was trying to be cheap. And then when we got J. Ryan and when we got Malik Hook and them, and it just started turning around a little bit.
Yeah, we've been much better recently. Yeah. That make it even worse. You're right. Chaz Green was a 3rd round pick. So odds are he was a top 100 pick, and it was horrible. Jesus, give us strength. We
usually do good in the 3rd. That's rare. Yeah, it would have made sense if he was a 2nd round pick.
I know, right? We got so many 2nd round picks that not even on the team right now.
It's ugly.
It's ugly. I almost would trade my 2nd round pick this year to get for real. I would get a proven. I would get a proven player right now with my 2nd round pick. Besides trying to draft with him, because listen, last time you drafted in the 2nd round, who did we get?
Kevin Joseph. Now
that was the one before that.
Now we got Sam this year. That looked like a good one.
We got Sam Williams.
Yeah, in the 2nd.
All right, so that was a good one. But you look at guys like
Jalen Smith. He was
he was good for a long time, man. Like I don't have the same disdain for Jalen Smith as a lot of guys.
Yeah.
We can still he's playing this weekend. Like he's still a starting caliber middle linebacker.
Yeah, you ain't lying though. He is playing though, right? And starting
and have been productive for the most part. So was Swain the 2nd round pick? Let me go back and look at some of our 2nd round picks because I know
lost the ones though.
Because remember, think about our defensive tackle that just left here that we got rid of.
Tristan Hill. Terrible 2nd round. Then that was like technically our 1st round because we traded Amari Cooper that year. Mm-hmm. I mean, we traded for Amari Cooper that year. That was Ryan Melinelli, right?
I think so.
That was Papa Rod. We trusted him though. He just let us down. Now you get my Ryan Melinelli back out here with this defensive line, we might have ourselves something. That's somebody who been getting away with murder too, Henry.
Who?
Aiden Dirty. What this defensive line been doing now? They been giving up the run lately. You know what I'm saying?
They've been giving up the run for years.
Yeah, I'm talking about, but you was brought in here to fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But probably he get grace because of the pass rush was so successful though.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like they back to running the ball. So that's what you want to see. Not really.
Oh yeah, Hullum just brought back some terrible memories. He said Taco. Ah man.
Yeah. See, we had some horrible 2nd round picks.
That was horrible. Was he? He was a first, wasn't it?
No, Taco was a hell no. Well, Taco was a first.
Wasn't it?
Shit, he was a 1st round pick.
I believe Taco was a first, bro.
Taco was a 1st round
pick. Was the 2nd round, I believe.
Yeah. Cheeto actually was pretty good. He just was
a good player, man. I liked it.
He just didn't hit his stride until he left.
No, Cheeto was good, man. What it was like Cheeto had a weird thing about him, man. Well, he'll be right there, and the player just catching over him every time. I don't know what it was. Like, he'll literally have some of the best coverage you'll ever see. He be right there every time, and they'll somehow catch the ball over. Like, every time, man. I don't know what it was, man. Our cornerback, too, just been in shambles for a long time now. Since we got a little, is the game back on? Yeah, I was about to say we can.
It's 2nd and 10 right now.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, I might do that on one of my screens, talk about some of our favorite older Cowboys who wasn't like the best players on the team, though. You know what I'm saying?
We should do that sometime.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
So Chris McCaffrey, 9 touches, 92 total yards, and a touchdown. Brock Purdy is only 10 or 20, though. So let's see how much longer they can keep surviving. And Brock Purdy launches it wide open. George Kittle down to the 40-yard line.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that was a wide open player.
And it was still a bad pass because he had to go behind him to get the ball.
It was literally behind him. Yeah.
It was behind him. But I'm not going to I don't usually critique, completions. Because in the word of Michael Irvin, like, just get the ball into my general area code and I'll answer.
True, because I ain't gonna lie, Tua was my quarterback as well. That was one of the things that I ain't like about Tua, and I was big on Tua. I liked the Tua. But sometimes as a quarterback, it's more important to get the ball to the receiver instead of putting it in the right place. Couldn't think about it. What's worse? Getting the ball, like you got a wide open receiver. It ain't as important to place the ball perfectly right there. You know what I'm saying? Just get him the ball. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's worse to miss.
It's worse to miss trying to make it perfect. Like, if you got a wide open receiver, get him the football. Don't be trying to place it perfect, because that's a lot of time. That's how you see some quarterbacks miss a wide open player, because they trying to place it perfect. No, I'm saying?
Them down. Okay, gonna be 3rd down coming up for me.
Third and 7.
Yeah, we took Taco and let TJ fall to Pittsburgh.
Because you want to know why? Because of scheme. Scheme. That's why you don't go off scheme. You go out for players, talent.
Right. Because listen, because Michael Parsons doesn't have big first down.
Damn, I'm sorry, man.
You good.
Man.
There ain't no kids in here, man.
Debo, man. He's just a good player, man. Brock Purdy do a good pass. Dang.
But it's never like this huge.
They missing a lot of tackles too, but Debo like that though. He make you miss tackles. He like that though. You can't notice on Seattle.
You notice the trend though, man. It's never like these deep balls down the field. It's Debo catching the ball behind, before the first down marker. He split 2 guys, like 2 Seattle guys tackle each other. He broke a tackle. It took the
not to fight. They getting cheap out here.
Good, let them fight. Let them fight.
Yeah, I like to say that boy Debo like that black, that dog liquor. He's good with that yak, man. He's a yak monster.
But these guys don't want to go home.
They played Debo too. They barely wanted to pay the man. Did they ever play him?
They paid Debo, I think.
They ain't found what he wanted, because you remember it was a big fuss about what he had going on.
Let's see, Debo Samuel contract.
Because they really finessing him for real.
3 years. Well, he got 3 years, $71.5 million. He making $24 million a year. He got $58 million there. Most of the contract is guaranteed money.
Well, that's when you can't say nothing about the year, what you make per year.
$58 million guaranteed. That was $71 million contract, and they gave you $24 million up front as a signing bonus.
What Devontae making, if you can pull it up real quick? Like, I'm pretty sure he should be the highest paid receiver since he left, right?
Close to it. If not, let's see. Devontae Adams contract. Devontae Adams, that's good money too. 5 years, $140 million. $65.6 million guaranteed. Got $19 million at the time of bonus at the time of signing.
What did he make a year?
28.
So that ain't too far off of top receiver money then. So they ain't doing too bad because that was the big argument. They was basically trying to handle him like a running back.
Yeah, but the man had 1,400 yards receiving last year. They couldn't pull that running back crap.
See, that's the same thing West Coast said about them safeties. See, that's a conversation you need to have with your agent. Like, look, I'm a wide receiver. They is trying to play me like a running back. You know what I'm saying? That's a problem. Like that's a whole different position.
I mean, it's not a problem now that he got paid. But like when you go into the contract negotiations, you do have to be wary of how the guys try to use you.
Yeah.
Because remember, when Jimmy Graham came up to get paid, he had lined up so much as wide receiver, he didn't want to be paid as a tight end anymore.
First and goal, man. See, CMC just running over people.
That's what he does.
Tyreek got 30 a year. Good grief. Tyreek got 30 a year. So he about $6 million off of the top receiver. That's about fair. That's exactly what he probably should be too. So he ended up getting a decent deal though. I thought they was finessing him.
Tyreek Hill contract. Yep, 4 years, $120 million. That's $30 million annually. $72 million guaranteed. 25.5 million at the time of signing.
Did they stop him or did he score? He was real close on that. Oh, they said touchdown. Somebody said
touchdown.
They is missing tackles, Afro Sheen, but I just said, man, I know on Debo do that to everybody though, so I can't even get mad at Seattle.
Well, Seattle doesn't have a great defense anyway. We've been doing this.
Well, the play I seen won a touchdown. Brock Purdy just did a quarterback sneak.
Okay. So it's going to be 23 arm tackling. Yeah, you can't arm tackle these guys. They too physical. They too fast.
They live off physicality. That's their name. That's the name of their game. So you got to wrap them boys up.
So Brock Purdy just scored on my screen. So I'm going to go in here in the chat and I'm going to update it. So that's going to be 49ers 23. Seahawks 17. They lit.
So what is they gonna do at quarterback though?
Who? The Seahawks?
The 49ers. Like, is they gonna? I'm talking about like next year when they gonna play Trey Lance or they gonna?
Well, Jimmy Garoppolo's gone after this season.
Yeah. So what?
So like you traded away your entire future for Trey Lance. You're gonna have to see if you can package that boy and move him if you listen.
So he gotta play.
I like that. How many first round picks they gave up to get Brock Purdy?
None.
How many first round picks did they give up to get?
Yeah, that's why I said he gotta play then.
Like what? It's like a total damn near like 5 or 4 first round picks.
Yeah.
Trey Lance trade. Let's see. Tracking picks from 49er master trade for Trey Lance. So let's go back to it when this happened.
3 beat by money said 3 picks. I guess he's talking about 3 first round picks for Trey Lance. That's terrible. He ain't did nothing in the league yet. See, I hope y'all take notes when everybody be trying to get rid of Dak so easily. Like, it's not that easy to just go get a quarterback. It's not. So you should value the one that you have. Love yours, like J. Cole said. You know what I'm saying? Love yours. It might be a house that's bigger than yours. You know what I'm saying? You got to love yours.
Okay, so there was 4 picks in total. So it was the 2021 first round, the 2022 first round, the 2023 first round, and also their 3rd round pick in 2022.
Now, just imagine if we did something like that.
And then the guy that we drafted didn't even play.
We would be devastated right now. Cowboy Nation, y'all know we would have acted a fool. We would have had picket signs. You know what I'm saying? It would have been, man, we wouldn't have been able to survive a bad move like that.
Right. Three first rounds and a third. That's crazy.
We wouldn't have been able to survive that. Mm-hmm. If we do that in Dallas, that guy got to be, you know what I'm saying, Marino, Peyton.
Right. And listen, they wouldn't even like Marino.
You gotta be Peyton.
Like you gotta win, because you gotta remember, like, I'm gonna say this is gonna sound crazy, but Troy Aikman wasn't like ever considered like a top 5 quarterback when he played, but he was always winning.
Yeah.
Like they never talked about Troy Aikman like Dan Marino or Peyton Manning or anything like that.
They say he was very, very accurate though. That's one thing they do say.
Yeah.
But he wasn't one of those, you know, according to them.
Oh, you're right. Then what picks did they give to the running back from Carolina? You're right. They made a bunch of trades. Let's look into that too while we're talking, because like they didn't just trade for a quarterback. They actually traded for this running back too.
Choctaw said he got hurt. We know he got hurt, Choctaw, but we looking at it like from what you got for what you gave up. You know what I'm saying? Did you get the bang for your buck?
First year, no, but no, it is a 5-year contract. Because they have the 4 years and then they have the 5th-year option on the board. So like he might pan out.
Or you talking about Trey Lance?
I'm talking about Trey Lance. I'm finna pull up. I'm finna pull up the Christian McCaffrey trade. All right.
DK did something. I'm saying DK. He must have did something.
All right. So the Panthers received a 2nd-round pick, a 3rd-round pick, and a 4th-round pick, and from this year's draft. So they traded away all their draft picks from this year's draft, and they gave up a 5th-round pick for next year.
Oh, he did a big play. Let's see. It's probably going to come on, man. Play action, Gino. Okay. Nice little throw. Okay. Yeah, that was nice. Going to like the 50-yard line, 55. I mean, about the 45.
I got this AC jumping. I'm going to go turn this fan off real quick.
Oh, man. He said freak accident just like Dak. What happened?
Somebody leg snap sound like. They said just like that. I hope not Gino. I hope not Gino.
MK. I mean DK.
Man, because let's see what happened. They said freak accident just like that. Oh, that scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that about nobody.
Like, man, that's scary. We have to stop the show.
Tata, you taking too long. What happened? Because we ain't seen it.
Yeah, it ain't happened yet. You know, you in a different dimension than us.
You got my heartbeat now. Oh, he said Trey Lance. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Like I'd often see some gruesome. I'd often see some gruesome. Yeah, like Trey Lance had a very freak accident. Let me go turn this air down, man. You had me shook.
Boy,
I'm over here finna start praying.
I'm over here sick, like good grief. Yeah, I see that. Y'all had me. Oh Lord, Bosa was right there screaming out that. Oh man, Gino looked like he getting a little shaky, but Bosa was screaming out that edge though. That boy, that relentless, man. We could have had, we could have had Bosa too, I believe.
Yep. But listen. Like there's a bunch of guys that we missed on, but listen, everybody missed on them. It's not like it's just the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like there were a bunch of teams that could have took TJ Watt.
Make a play, Gino.
Let's see what happens. But you're right. He got that pass rush is hell, man.
That boy Bosa relentless too. Yeah. And Jalen Rams. But I don't care about Rams, and we got Zeke though. Zeke has been a great player though.
Because listen, we don't have the version of Dak Prescott that we have right now without Zeke to help supplement his development.
Don't text while you drive, sir. But I don't act like you ain't nefarious. I know you now. I'm sure. Don't act like,
you said you're not nefarious.
Don't do that on a regular, but hey, don't do it on my account. You know, kids, be safe while you drive. You know what I'm saying?
So they have the most interceptions in the league, only giving up 300 yards, only giving up 16 points. Nick Bosa had 18.5 sacks. Jesus, they got a great defense. I'm
They
not
said
gonna cut the game.
Seahawks. Yeah, people missed on Parsons too. We got an extra pick out of getting drafting Parsons. Like the Cowboys flip game is ridiculous. Coach Miles said, Landlord, I wish we ran more crossing routes in our passing game and less stop routes.
I do
What's
too.
your thoughts? Absolutely. Them curl routes, man,
I hate them.
if you're not threatening them down the field, nobody's afraid of a curl route.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got to think, the only person I run a curl route with probably is Micah Gallup. He probably your more physical wide receiver. You got to get physical on the curl route.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not attacking the football, to me, Noah don't attack the football well.
No.
I wouldn't throw no curl routes to him. You know what I'm saying? You got to position yourself and go after the football to effectively catch a curl route.
I
And
want to throw no balls the rest of this season when I got T.Y. Hill.
yeah, I really, that's why I had a conversation with Wes on the phone, man. Like, you can't sit there and wait on, like, think about this, y'all. This was what my biggest gripe against Noah Brown. If you sitting there waiting on the ball to hit your chest, think about this. What if the ball is an errant throw? What if the ball low? What if the ball left? What if the ball right? You're not going to catch it. To be able to catch the ball with your body, man, the ball got to be perfect every time. Tell me what quarterback throw the ball perfect every time.
None of them. That's why, like people be like, he's going crazy. Like 69% of something is usually a failing grade, but like 69% is amazing in the NFL.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, think about this. The dangers of catching the ball with your body. Think about this. If the ball coming, if you throw the ball in the middle, you safe. If the quarterback got to throw the ball in the middle of your numbers. That's the only way that's safe if you catching the ball with your body. Think about if the ball a little to your right, if the ball a little to your left, what is going to hit? We need some class participation. If the quarterback throw the football to the left or the right of your body, what is going to hit? It's going to hit the shoulder pads. That ball is going to bounce. And it's going to bounce right in somebody else's hands. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the dangers of throwing the football, catching the football with your body. You cannot do that.
It's all CD Lamb's biggest plays has been when he was on the move, college and NFL. Yep. Oh, they just converted. A
3rd and 12. They said DK balling out.
He is balling out. That should be put him over the century mark, right? Or am I mistaken? It was close enough.
Let's see. Yeah, they said first down. This the play right here. Pink on a nice. Oh, he bobbled it. Slant route. He got it though.
I like DK, man. Like, you can't teach that size or speed.
No, he's a freak for our size.
Mm-hmm. Now, like CD Lamb, his development is going to keep coming as he perfects his routes. But, like a guy like DK on the other side, and, like, I guess everybody would want two receivers like that. But still, I don't think it's possible to get them both, but they will complement each other very well. Yeah, he has over 100 yards. So thank you for clarifying.
Tyler Lockett with a first down. These boy moving and grooving. Oh, they said second. Oh, it's 2nd and 1. They moving and grooving now. But yeah, like I was saying about the body catching. Think about it. Them shoulder pads, they stick out. If that ball hit them shoulder pads, man, it's finna bounce back. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to catch it. And your DB right there on your pocket, he probably all he got to do is reach his hands out. That's probably an interception. So I don't like throwing the ball to body catchers at all. 0.
Right. And listen, you already got one body catcher on the team in Michael Gallup.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he is as bad as Noah though.
He's not as bad. He's gotten a little bit better. They are really driving this ball.
Think about it though. Michael Gallup will go get it though. You can't go get it at your body. Mm-hmm. You throw the ball up to Michael Gallup, that gotta be hands though. You know what I'm saying? You can't put your body up that high. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Gallup will go get it too.
He's gotten better in his development. Like he does that a lot less now.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with Ty Bunn. Ty should take all of Noah reps, except for when it's time to pass block or run block. I mean, like did
Did y'all see that catch DK just made? If he would have made that catch with his body, that would have been an interception. Swear to God. You seen it hit his hands, but it didn't bounce back. Think about it. When the ball hits your hands, it's not gonna bounce back towards the defender. That's another danger about catching the ball with your body. Even though he bobbled the football, it was all hands, and he pulled it into his body. If he would have went in the body first, that ball would have hit his shoulder pads and bounced in the defender's hand. That's the danger. Like, even though he bobbled the football, it still was a safer catch than a body catch. Like, it's crazy.
There can only be one number one on the Cowboys. Well, I guess that is true. Because he said they're going to be one number one on the Cowboys. And I guess from the sense that only one person get number one targets, that is true. I guess that's true for any team, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can have a good tandem of receivers like we did last year, but the issue we came into was like at that point in their development, Amari Cooper was the better player. He was not getting enough balls. So, like, you can't. There's only one football. So when you have three guys on your roster that have been 1,000-yard receiver before, and then you had a young emerging guy like Cedric Wilson, and then you had Dalton Schultz, who was a top 10 tight end last year. Like, not everybody can eat.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie though. Like I said, what Coach Mob said, Tampa Bay physical, aggressive secondary will kill stop routes. If we don't make their DBs move their feet, we are in trouble here in landlord facts. That's true. The one package I want to see, and I told Henry on the last show, I'm gonna be very upset if I don't see that 3 tight end package.
Yeah, I want to see some 13.
I'm gonna be very upset because what you was doing it the whole year for. I think that'll be very effective against them boys. Mm-hmm. Very effective because they linebackers struggle at coverage, and a tight end is just a hard matchup. Like, what you either gotta have a special linebacker or a big slot corner. Know what I'm saying? Or a great athletic safety. Like, a tight end is kind of in the middle. He's literally a mismatch for all those positions. So it's up to you what you think the best way you want to cover that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you elect to do, Henry? Like, if you got a good tight end, you gotta either deploy a cornerback, a safety, or a linebacker to try to check them. You know what I'm saying? All of them are a mismatch.
I agree with that because not too many teams are prepared to cover tight ends like we are. We run that big nickel almost exclusively at this point. So we match up well against what you see.
DK almost came down with the touchdown. It's 3rd and 14 though.
Okay, I seen the penalty, so I didn't see how the play ended. All right, so yeah. So, like, we are more suited. Fumble. He said they fumbled it, man.
Man. On 3rd and 14?
I don't doubt it. They probably tried to do too much.
So they finna get. They ain't get no points. That's stupid.
Yeah, they could at least made it a 3-point game.
Geno fumble. It must have been Bosa, huh?
We'll see. I haven't seen it on my screen yet.
Yeah. Well, it went Bosa. Dang, he just straight dropped that bit. Bosa recovered it though. Shit. What be here, what, man? Dang, man.
Sad.
Sack, pick, fumble went the wrong way this time.
Yep. Did not work out in their favor. They got to get a stop now. They can't let them go up two positions.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to have to push to overcome another big deficit.
I don't think they will, man.
What the ball was spinning for? Did you see that?
Huh?
Like the ball was spinning when they was about to snap it. Like, what was they doing? I don't know. Yeah, I know I ain't tripping, y'all. Did you not see that on?
It was.
It was spinning like where he was finna snap the ball. Like, what was y'all doing?
I don't know what the hell they were doing. But, that the exchange actually had nothing to do with the fumble. Geno was just careless when he was stepping up through the ball. When he was stepping up in the pocket.
Yeah, I just went back to it. The ball, yeah, that
It was
didn't
definitely
that wasn't
spinning.
the reason, but that was weird though. I don't think
It
I
was
seen
weird.
that.
It was weird. I'll give you that. But Gino got to be better with the ball. You got to be better with the ball at this point. But that hurts though. You had a good offensive drive going. They have not played a great game up to this point. So for them, if they were to go back down again, that would have put the pressure right back on them to go get on there and produce something.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they do. We'll see what they do. But
I'm
this
just
is
glad to be here vibing with this playoff football, man.
I know, man. It's so man. I love watching playoff football with my team not playing.
Yeah. But, it's good to have your team on the docket, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it had been too many years where we just watching people, and I just be over there hating. You know what I'm saying?
Hating hard, like, man, we could have beat this team, dog.
I don't want nobody to win.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that, man. But it has a different feeling to it, man. Like you can, it's palpable, man. Like the tension between the teams.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think about it. I done played 17 games. I done did all this rehabbing and training during the off season, and you trying to send me home.
Yeah. We've been working for this all year. Really, since I've been a little kid. Like that's why I be looking at it. You've been working like this since you was little.
But once you get into the tournament, man, like every team really got an equal opportunity to win the championship. Forget the odds. We've seen 6 seeds win championships.
Yeah, we just seen the stinking Giants do
it. And the Packers.
Yeah.
Packers were the 6th seed when they won their title. So like
I wasn't talking about the 6th seed exactly, but we done seen, you know what I'm saying, the less likely team come up and win it all.
Yeah. You see wild card teams winning the playoffs, get to where they're going. Hell, the 49ers were a wild card team last year, went to the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
So you never really know. You just got to get in and compete.
He said it's time for Brock Purdy to throw a pick. Absolutely.
It is. I hope he throw a pick 6.
Please. You know what I'm saying? That would be excellent.
But watching this, I am going to need to stay out of obvious passing situations because there's been very few obvious passing situations in this game. But first drive, there was a obvious passing situation. Geno Smith got sacked. This drive, 3rd and long, obvious passing situation. They had a strip fumble. They converted a couple, but you got to stay out of. You got to stop. You got to stay out of 3rd and long against this team. Their pass rush is way too good.
Now I was giving them a little grace for Debo, but Seattle look like they just not very, very good at tackling. That's what this looks like.
They're not a good defensive unit, Kim.
They're just not very good at tackling, y'all.
They're not good at anything on defense, man. That's why this was gonna be an uphill battle. But listen, that's why Geno Smith deserved that Pro Bowl selection. Like the man threw 30 touchdowns, almost 5,000 yards.
Man, Christian look like he heating up on these boy.
Hey, this is probably the closest that Christian McCaffrey has been to getting a title or getting a chance to play for a title. I'm not too sure he ever had a team like this around. I know for a fact he never had a team like this around him in Carolina.
Choctaw says madness in the football. It might be. Who knows? I don't know. I hope the madness work on our end. You know what I'm saying? Hope they work on our favor.
Okay, so let's see. In terms of passing defense.
You know what Kellen Moore need to do? He need to look exactly how San Francisco use CMC and use Tony Pollard just like that. Tony can do all that stuff you see Christian McCaffrey do, in my opinion. I know Christian McCaffrey the more, prestige, more proven player, but I think they skill set very similar. I think you can use Tony.
Tony faster.
Yeah.
Tony faster. Tony is the guy with the kickoff return, in his background. So like he's a guy that's great in open space. So like I would give Tony the ball in all kinds, in all kinds of situations. Like
He
I
could
think
be hard Christian McCaffrey if he was used right.
I mean the guy played more receiver in college than he did running back.
Yeah.
People
See
forget
what
that.
it is, I think you gotta think like, okay, this 2 questions. This are two choices. Do you think it's more of Kellen Moore being, not that good, or do you think politics playing that role? Because it's almost obvious that Tony need to be kind of featured, even if you're not taking the snaps away from 21. Like it seems like you still need to feature Tony Pollard. Like I'm talking about, like let him run the ball, let him catch the ball. Like a whole lot of plays need to be, for Tony Pollard.
I don't know.
Would you say it's Kellen Moore being terrible, or is it a little politics involved?
Odds are it's a little bit of both, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I can't say for a fact what the agenda is against Tony Pollard if there is one. But I also know that Kellen Moore struggles to juggle talent. I also know that before this year he struggled even consistently running the ball at a high rate until Mike McCarthy
struggled to even give Tony the ball.
Yeah, so I don't know, because you can't just say it is an agenda against Tony when we think that Turpin can be utilized in a similar manner. He doesn't get the ball either.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? When it took him, because we had Cedric Wilson for multiple years. He didn't get the ball till his contract year.
Well, he was hurt a couple of them years, but he
was fully healthy in 2020.
And I can't remember what his stats were.
Like he had a couple of good games when Dak was still there, but after Dak Prescott left, like his production disappeared too. He was no longer featured in the offense.
Without Dak, it don't even really count to me.
But he still wasn't even getting the targets. He still wasn't even getting the playing time like he was to start the season. And then there's like a myriad of people that flashed here and there that really didn't get a chance, in the offense.
Good Lord, they said first and goal. Good grief.
Jesus, take the wheel.
it's getting grim out here, y'all. It's getting grim.
They said first and goal. Kinfo, what did they do?
And the screen say he on the 40. Shit, they must have had a big play. Brock, that's a nice throw right there, Brock. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's see. So this is 2nd and 11. Boom, play action. Great throw. And that's
Coach Miles said, landlord, it is Kellen because he's been doing this before. For years, even before contract year. Yeah. I just think it's still an element of like featuring Tony kind of feel like a jab to Zeke. Like I hope it's not like that, but like I'm just going off of how it seemed to me. I don't know.
I'm not even gonna say that was a good throw. If he had led him straight up the field, he would have scored. He had to come back into the
OG Mac 06
touchdown.
He said, "Y'all think Kellen getting a job? Hope so."
We pray he do.
Shit.
We pray that he do.
Yeah, it's getting a little grim, y'all. It's in the 4th quarter too.
They're gonna have to.
This is when good teams start to pull away. That's why the game is 4 quarters here, right here, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Brock Purdy, 14 of 24, 240 yards and a touchdown right now. So, like, they haven't went and scored on my screen yet. The moment I see it, of course, I am going to update.
This team is ass.
ass.
Yeah, that touchdown was like, that was just like way too open and easy. So yeah, that was horrible.
Because listen, again, the actual pass did not even go past the line of scrimmage. All that running around though made it look gangster, but he threw a ball that was a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
And he doing his scrambling.
Listen, we play him, we're gonna have to get him on the ground.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, his pocket presence kind of reminds you of Lil Romo.
I know.
He kind of puts you in the mind of Romo a little bit in his pocket presence, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, people don't realize you don't really have to be mobile. like a running quarterback to be elusive in the pocket. Like, look at Brady. Watch some Brady film when he was young Brady. Man, Brady might just do a little shoulder shimmy, and he done dodged like 15 people.
They
Like,
going for 2 on my screen.
and he got it. Killed him. Good grief. 31-17.
14-point game. It's getting grim. Well, they gave it a hard fought effort, but we're still gonna watch the rest of the game. We're gonna see what happens.
We knew who was the better team, but Seattle made it interesting. It's not over though yet. It's still a whole fourth quarter to go, so we'll see.
Well, out of all the possibilities, this was always the least likely to happen.
Yeah.
So odds are we will see this team next week, because I do not think that the Vikings are going to beat the Giants. In that scenario, since we will no longer be playing at home, we will be going to Seattle probably. So if we are able to beat the Buccaneers, which I believe we will, and the Vikings beat the Giants, the Giants beat the Vikings like I believe they will, it's going to be the Giants, at the Eagles and the Cowboys at the 49ers.
Yeah, NFL news simulations. A lot can happen in 14 minutes, so it's not over.
It's not over. The fat lady ain't sung, but she warming up.
Yeah, she in her bag right now.
she getting ready to hit the note.
She in the dressing room though.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Lockhart said it ain't over. Seahawks got to regroup. Yeah, Pete Carroll better get the coaching. He better get the coaching right now.
He said that call took the game away from him. Yeah, they were finna. That's crazy. There was a big swing because they were finna go down, take the lead, but that call, allowed it to become a second and long, and the strip sack happened on the third long play. So they did not handle that well though. They did not handle the adversity well. Because even once it happened, all you had to do was not turn the ball over. You could have cut it down to a 3-point game. You could have cut it down with a 3-point game, had some momentum, had time to recuperate. Your defense would have had time to talk to each other, get set. But sudden change situation is always hard, no matter where it happens at.
Yeah. Yeah, give me a minute, man. My dog got that bargain. Let me see what's going on.
He just doing his job, man.
Yeah, gotta be hip.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. I would love the Eagles in the championship round. Yeah, man. Like, we're gonna have to play one of these guys in the championship round at this rate. We're gonna either have to play the Eagles or the 49ers. Well, no. Yeah. We'll have to play either the Eagles or the 49ers. So we'll see. We're gonna let it fall where it fall. We're gonna have to be able to beat. We can beat any of these teams, man. I'm not too much concerned about it. We match up well, especially from what I've seen from the 49ers today. We can run the ball against this defense because the Seahawks have ran the ball against this defense. So if they can do it with the personnel that they have, we can do it as well. Matter of fact, one of their issues with them falling behind, they got away from running the ball. They ran the ball 20 times in the first half. They've only run the ball 3 times since. So they should have stuck with what was working. They were being balanced. They were able to generate some positive yardage in the run game. Nice catch by number 14. That was a great catch. But yeah, man, like they ran the ball 20 times in the first half. They only ran the ball 3 times since. And they went into half. They went into half up by a point. They're down by 14 now. So they did not stay balanced. It's gonna be you can't stay balanced now because the clock is not your friend. So you're gonna have to do something. You just got to get a score at this point. You got to score as quickly as possible to keep moving. All right, decent run. See. Penalty on the play. I wonder if that's a hold or is that a face mask. It's a hold against Seattle. Wipes out a 10-yard run. Looks like number 78 is the culprit. They really wrong for that. They is wrong for that. Shitty, we can eat their secondary up in the passing game. Yeah, Seattle that is true, Caden Coger. Seattle is giving us a blueprint. Like, I was concerned about their run defense. I was concerned about the 49ers run defense before I would sit here and watch this game. Seattle's out there running the ball with a unit that does not even want to run the ball. Like, they were successful running the ball. So I think we can have success. Imagine Tony Pollard getting the edge against this team. So, like, that's exactly what I said last year when we played them, though. Running like they were running a wide nine defensive base. What I mean by wide nine, the defensive end, who is Nick Bosa in this case. He is detached from the line. He is trying to get a quick get off and create a one-on-one matchup against the left tackle. So, in those areas, they are susceptible to the run. Now, you will still have a hard time running up the middle against this team. But, the area that is vacated by with the gap that is left by the defensive end during these wide nine stances, you can run against those. You definitely can run against those. So yeah. So let's see. It's 1st and 25 on my screen. Let's see what happens next. I just hope that we can go wrong, want to go wrong, period, go Cowboys. Yeah, Tony Pollard will eat against this. Tony Pollard will eat against this setup they have. 1st and 25. That definitely should have been pass interference. He barely missed him with the ball. If he wasn't held up by the defensive back, that would have been an easy completion. He definitely got behind him. The referees are not calling an even game at this point. I don't usually like to blame the refs for anything, but they have called a very uneven game.
Yeah, forgive me.
You good, man. You be handling business, man. But
yes,
yeah,
sir.
man. Like the referees aren't really calling this game straight up the middle right now.
So you say they Niner fans?
I ain't gonna go that far, but they definitely not fans of the Seahawks with the shit they calling.
I don't know. I be wondering how is it for people who like be real fans of a team, and then you got to play for somebody else.
Oh, like play for
just be a job at that point.
It do. Think about it. Jalen Hurts is from Houston, Texas, and grew up a lifelong Dallas Cowboys fan. Got drafted by their biggest rivals.
That's just a job at that point.
Yeah, it still would be a job that you love, though.
You'll love it, but it's like I'm just trying to put it in the mind of me. But if I was drafted anywhere but the Cowboys, I would be upset. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I would be upset if I had to play with somebody else. That's how big of a fan I am. Like, even my boys get drafted, I'm gonna be like, please, God, let them go to the Cowboys. Please. Just my luck, they go to the Eagles. Like, I'd be so mad.
You're gonna become an Eagles fan. You're gonna become an Eagles fan to support your children, man.
I love my children, but I'd be like, oh man. I love my boys, man, but I would never put on that jersey though. I ain't gonna lie, I would never put on that jersey. I've been and made a custom Cowboy jersey for that with their names on. I just couldn't put the Eagle jersey on. I'm the same way about Auburn. I'm an Alabama fan. My children go to Auburn. I ain't gonna be able to wear that jersey. I'm a real loyal fan like that.
Trio. Yeah, man.
I don't play with nobody but the Cowboys on Madden. Like, no lie, I waste my money every year. No lie, I don't play with nobody else but the Cowboys.
He said, my friend's son got drafted to the Ravens and now plays for the Lions. Therese Jordan, I know.
That's my son right there. That's my little son, my youngest son.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he up there watching. Yes, hey son, don't go to Auburn. Don't go to Auburn. Or don't go to the Eagles. You good. I might be able to deal with you going to the Red. I mean, what they is, the Commanders.
Yeah, don't send them there either.
Yeah, hey, look, it sounds funny, but I'm so serious, y'all. Like, eventually, if it ever happened, I have to end up, dealing with it. But like initially, it'll be a problem. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Initially, like the first year or so, it'll be rough. They said, "What's your game tag, landlord?" I don't know about hard. He said, "I'm not." Yeah, you're good job, son.
Hoodlum said they the Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
They might as well be. So what have you seen, man, that's gotten this game turned around? What do you say has happened that has spun the momentum so wildly in this game?
Well, the obvious one for me, the Geno fumble. Like, that just ignited everything. What was the score at that point? Forgive me.
Let me see. It was 23 to
17.
And they were...
So it was a real football game, and they was in the red zone. That's what changed the football game right here. Geno. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest momentum shift you can have. The fumble killed everything they had going, man. Like, and then when you come in such a heavily underdog type team, man, you cannot make critical mistakes like that, especially in the red zone. No. You just gave up a scoring opportunity.
Yeah, because I get it. Like there was a horrible call that set up the 3rd and long. All right, I do agree that it was a bad call. However, like you can't compound a bad call and then turn the ball over as well.
Damn, they said touchdown, Debo.
Oh, it's over with.
It's really done.
Because let's see.
Curtains. Game for sure. Dang, Brock Purdy really doing decent, ain't it?
Like I said, though, think about the 2 touchdowns he threw before this. I ain't even seen this one yet. I haven't even seen this touchdown yet. But both the touchdowns he threw were behind the line of scrimmage. Then he had a little quarterback sneak for a touchdown.
Man, these boys like they playing practice, man. That was too easy. Debo was untouched.
Really?
Debo was untouched. That's distasteful right though. Shame on y'all. I see why it rained.
Damn.
Coach Miles said, landlord, if you got drafted by another team, you would be upset until check day. You right about that, though. You right about that. I can't that check now, Coach Miles. You right about that.
Brock Purdy.
I be pissed to check day.
Yeah, they wrong for this. It's like the defense gave up.
Yeah,
listen, that was wide open, untouched.
This man literally was untouched. Did not get touched at all.
How much yards of yak is there? They're like 50 yards of yak. No, I'm not even playing. They're like 50 yards of yak, right? It's like a 12. Like a 12-yard pass went for like 60-something yards, right? I know I ain't tripping.
Yeah, it's not Brock. It's not Brock. We'll just say that.
I gotta look at the play-by-play.
Simple. He's a yak monster.
Yeah, there was a 66 yards of yak. I wasn't even close. 66 yards of yak, boy.
Brown looking simple.
So it was an 8-yard pass. This is crazy. It was an 8-yard pass that he took another 66 yards. So
if that's not helping your quarterback out, boy.
No, let's look at the 4 touchdowns, because Brock Purdy on paper is having an amazing game. All right, let's look at the 4 touchdowns that Brock Purdy has.
He got 4 touchdown passes?
No, he got 4 total touchdowns. Remember, he had a quarterback sneak for a touchdown.
Yeah.
First touchdown, -1. It went -1 yards in the air because it was behind the line of scrimmage. Second touchdown was a quarterback sneak. Third touchdown He scrambled around. He found somebody behind the line of scrimmage, -1 yards for a touchdown. They walked in. This play, he threw the ball 8 yards, and then the receiver went 66 yards further with it. So, like, this is what we're talking about when we're saying he is in a very quarterback-friendly system. Like, he is scoring touchdowns on checkdowns.
And it's really been no pressure either by the Seahawks.
Nobody in the area code of the receiver after the catch. Like, this has been horrible. Like, hats off to the 49ers for the offensive game plan, but this has been horrible defense from the Seattle Seahawks.
Devin the dude, you're right about that. Their system is great though, but this is some very terrible defense by the Seattle Seahawks as well. So, two things can be true at the same time though.
They ran up against the buzzsaw.
They've been tackling horribly.
So let's look. Matter of fact, I was looking at it earlier. I have jotted down the defensive rankings of the Seattle Seahawks. 14th passing defense in football, not great. 30th run defense in football, horrible.
Terrible.
Now let's look at their scoring defense, because I'm not scared. I'm still not scared of the 49ers, because it was a game up until a couple minutes ago. I guess that same team. So let's see. NFL scoring defenses. I bet you the 49ers are at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Okay. Seattle is 25th in scoring defense. They allow the 25th most points in the NFL. So they're not good in that aspect either. So 14th ranked passing defense, 30th ranked run defense, 25th ranked scoring defense. And I see exactly why. And they said this more than threw a pick.
Good grief. And I just seen it. Get these dudes out of here, man.
Wow. And he said if Sam Howell can light us up, they're gonna throw. Sam Howell didn't even pass for over 200 yards. So we're not even gonna play like Sam Howell had an amazing outing. We were just bad, Kinfo.
A little bit waiting on that, Cam.
Cam. Nah, don't play us like that, Cam. We've been good all day, man. We've been here vibing, chilling, watching the game.
Damn, man, that sucked, man.
Well,
said Shanahan to chip off the old block.
He got this team ready.
Damn, hold up. Who is 38 for the San Francisco 49ers? Is that a safety or a corner?
I think it's a safety, but I'm not sure.
Because he showed move like a safety. If that's a corner, he going to get cooked. That boy back pedal was horrible. Y'all seen that? Yeah, comment in the chat if y'all seen how stiff that boy back pedal was. That was horrible. He was standing way too high. That was one of the ugliest back pedals I ever seen.
Jovan Brooks.
And he got off the same play.
Jovan Brooks said that Geno Smith was ranked higher than Dak by Dan Orlovsky. Well, of course, Dan Orlovsky was a horrible quarterback. He doesn't know a good quarterback when he's looking at one. He said, LOL, I'm just saying, there ain't no debate that Purdy way better than Hal. Well, he may be, but, I don't expect us to play a bad game against the 49ers. When I talk about us playing well, I think about the best version of my team against the best version of the team that I'm playing against. And, that's why I don't believe that we will lose to the 49ers. I think we play our best game. They play their best game. We will still win. You know what I mean?
Debo tackles just bounce off of this dude. Like, what does he have on his jersey?
I don't know.
It's like gotta get a hand on this guy, man.
Cam said Lockie got a Stephen A. Smith hairline. He sure do though.
That was horrible. I was wondering, I was trying to see who that was. I didn't know who it was, so I couldn't really just call him out like that because it was looking horrible. Though.
He just need to go ahead and
he need to let
he
it go.
He got too much money to have a jacked up hairline, man. Like you can buy a new hairline. You got so much money.
Shit, you seen Dion and LeBron did it. You better get with the program.
Well, they can shake Tiger hairline back. They can shake anybody hairline back. He said he got roast spray on his.
You got some off on there.
You got some Pam, boy. Don't stick.
Can't nobody get a hand to him. David Castillo said Jimmy G probably plays next week. You think San Francisco landlord and Henry? I don't know. Is he gonna be back healthy? They saying
it's a possibility that he could play. I don't know. Would you move on from Brock Purdy after Brock Purdy played like this? Could you really sit him?
You will take the experience because it ain't like he playing way better than Jimmy. Jimmy would have came out here and probably did the same thing.
Well, this is the thing, Jimmy G.
I just told you he a thermostat.
Well, this is the thing, Jimmy G. Like he may be a thermostat, but Jimmy G might be a tail light or some shit.
Jimmy G might be the gas cap.
Yeah, like listen, Jimmy G has 4 playoff wins. And those
they said Parsons had a daughter today.
He did have a daughter.
Congratulations, Mr. Michael Parsons. He had a baby cub, didn't he? You know, the lion. That's what's up.
So listen, 4 playoff games for Jimmy G. 1 passing touchdown, 3 interceptions in the 4 playoff wins that he has. So like Brock Purdy in this 1 playoff game has more passing touchdowns in a win than Jimmy G ever had. Jimmy G has 1 career touchdown pass in a playoff win. Like he has good games in the playoffs, and they lost all of them.
I meant to mention this to y'all earlier. You know, D'Amico Ryans really from Birmingham. Well, Belsom of Birmingham, that's like 15 minutes away from each other. And I actually played against him in high school. And he destroyed our quarterback. He made him tap out. He made our quarterback tap out, man. It was sad. Like, he was a monster in high school. Just imagine. Like, D'Amico was a beast with Houston and with the Eagles. Like, he was a monster, man. And it's crazy just, we proud of him. He like a hometown kid. We proud of D'Amico. He's going to be a head coach somewhere real soon. But it was just crazy that I played against this man. He only like a couple of years older than me.
Terry Hughes asked that we just start watching football for the first time.
Why you say that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, this is our first day, sir.
Yeah. What new on the job, kinfolk? What new on the job? I'll let you think what you want.
Deficient. Thank you. We'll appreciate that. Fill us in, sir.
Christian McCaffrey, 119 yards, 17 yards receiving, 136 total, 1 touchdown. That man is a creature. You got players going down hurt now. This is sad. Yeah, Prudy had all day to throw the ball. Like they got next to no pressure on the boy. Terry said it sounds like it. Okay.
Oh, put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
Back up, Terry. Back up.
Put it in reverse, Terry. You sound like a hater. What you doing here? Well, if it sounds so bad, why are you here, sir? It's people to listen to. Have a good day.
Don't even worry about it. I'll holler at you later, Terry. You come back when you stop talking shit.
Facts, Elijah. Wait till they play our defense, because I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't look like that on our worst day.
Man, if I'm gonna time Terry out for a century.
These boys finna score again.
They need to.
Shit, at this point, I'll take my dogs out.
It's over with, man. All right, that is gonna be an interesting game. Daniel Jones and Kirk Cousins. Ugh.
That's right, Will Nico DC4L, sir.
All right, let's see. 2nd and 8 on my screen. Yeah, Hoodlum was fun while it lasted. They had them where they wanted them, man. They did not play a good game. At the beginning, they were not crisp. They were able to run the ball against this team. Like everything humanly possible went in the Seahawks' favor up until that fumble, up until that penalty, and up until that fumble. Then they collapsed. All right, third down.
David Castillo says, I live in Reno, Nevada. I might have a home game then because we really travel here in the Bay. I'm from the 775. It's nothing to go Bay. Where's the 775? I'm not sure.
He in Nevada, kinfolk.
Yeah, I heard him say he was in Reno, but he said it's 775 in Reno too.
Don't know.
Because he might be in a place and then be from another place. I ain't sure.
All right, so let's check the stats so far. So Brock Purdy is 18 of 30, 332 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, 1 sack.
Oh, it's in the ball.
131.5 passer rating. So the 49ers, Jesus, I hope they don't score again.
It's over, man.
I know, just a simple fact.
It is over.
Oh, he had the ball. He just dropped it. He had another touchdown in his hand. All right, so the 49ers have ran the ball 30 times for 170 yards. They are getting 5.7 yards a carry. They have a 1 touchdown on the ground with a long of 68. You look back over to the Seahawks. Geno Smith was 17 of 23 for 192 yards, a touchdown, a pick, been sacked twice, 94.8 passer rating. They've only run the ball 23 times. And as I was saying, landlord, they had 20 rushing attempts at halftime. They only ran the ball 3 times this half. That's what they got into trouble at.
Just got all the way away from what was working.
What was working. They got away from what was keeping them in the game. Like they were staying balanced. They didn't let this pass rush get after Geno Smith too much in the first half. They were utilizing play action, moving. Like they even had Geno Smith running the ball a little bit. So they moved the lunch point of the pocket and everything. So
free DK Metcalf, man. Go on, put that star on his helmet this year.
They had a bunch of stuff that was working. I think there are some things we can take away from this game. But yeah. If we for the 49ers, we will play them next week if the Giants do what they're supposed to do. Because I think the Giants are going to win. If that happens, we're going to play the Giants next week.
Yeah,
play 49ers next week.
Play action. They was play action shouted today.
Purdy is is in a fantastic system with excellent play caller. Well, look, yeah. Like I said, like none of his touchdowns were longer than 8 yards. Like
no tight window throws whatsoever.
He got guys wide open all game, patting the ball.
No tight window throws. 0.
This is why I say I would love to play for Kyle Shanahan.
All they asked him to do is please put the ball in the vicinity of her other wide receiver. Please. That's all. Read the play and get the ball close to him. That's what it looked like. My son said he playing with the Cowboys on Madden right now.
That's what's up.
He messing my record up on Madden too.
Don't be like that, kinfolk. You never know. He might go on a violent winning spree.
Hopefully.
Lewis said we doing the next game.
I don't know about hard, so don't think I just ignored you. I don't know about hard, so I might just give it out one day. But don't be thinking y'all playing me and y'all might be playing my son. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I beat the stuffing out of landlord, and it was my son. Don't do that, man.
Of course, like there are things we can do to beat the 49ers. I'm very confident in our ability to beat the 49ers. I'm confident in our ability to beat any team along we play our brand of football.
Yeah. I told y'all this team wasn't like just no juggernaut. They just didn't make no mistake, and they had an efficient offense.
Like I said, now listen, you saw how they were scoring, right? Do you think they are going to get that much yak against us? Like against a Dan Quinn coach team. Against a Dan Quinn coach team is not going to give up that much yak. A Dan Quinn coach team not going to give up that bigger windows. Like we play cover one robber and we play cover three sparingly. Like they're not going to be the massive windows for Brock Purdy to throw into.
We're a way better tackling team.
And unlike this team, we can generate a pass rush.
Caden Colger said if the reps help them.
Yeah. I mean, if the reps help, then that's 2-on-1. You getting jumped. Like you can't do that. You can't beat the team in the reps. So that's with anybody. We would lose to a college team if the reps decided our fate.
It's so bad for the Cowboys, man. We know we gotta win double-digit type vibes. Know what I'm saying? Because we don't want the refs to have nothing to do with it.
He said depending on which Dan Quinn shows up. Well, the Dan Quinn in Dallas ain't really had too many issues.
Oh, David Castillo said them Cowboy fans gonna be in the Bay. You already know West Coast gonna be there too.
Mm-hmm. He's down the street from him. You
see, West Coast gonna be up in the bill.
See Ken Folk dipping out to go to the Tampa game, so he'll pull up the San Francisco in his own backyard.
Yeah, y'all got some good points there, depending on what Dan Quinn and what Dak shows up. That's the truth, but you gotta believe in your team though. If you gonna rep that star, you gotta trust and believe that he gonna show us the better side of him. Mm-hmm. Know what I'm saying? You don't want to go in down your players. Just remember, every team has flaws. Mm-hmm. Every team has flaws.
It doesn't look like in this game, but Brock Purdy did not amaze me with anything he did. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not taking anything away from his stat line. I'm not taking anything away from what he contributed to the game. But there's a bunch of guys that were wide open. There was the farthest he threw for a touchdown was 8 yards. Because remember, that Deebo Samuel 70-yard touchdowns was an 8-yard reception with 66 yards of yak on it.
Now he got one thing I will respect his game and
mobility,
I was kind of
mobility.
What's his escapability, his pocket awareness. He was moving and grooving in that pocket now. I give him that. And I told you he kind of reminds you of a Romo. And then it kind of looked like that's a good little, not as good as Romo, but like a Romo-ish player. Kind of like what's that guy for the Commanders? Heineke. Mm-hmm. One of those little wiggly players that can move around and do a few off-platform throws like that, like a Gardner Minshew too. So yeah, he did impress me in like how he was moving around and evading the pressure and stuff.
I believe that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is horrible. So let's do a quick wrap up, man. I'm not even gonna wait for this game to fully go off. There's no way that with 3 minutes left that Seattle can come back. What are your takeaways from the 49ers? And we can do offense, then defense. Special teams didn't really play a part in this.
Offensively, they showing that magnificent game plan from Shanahan, man. And they play action them boys to death. They got zero pressure the whole game. And they got zero hands on the football for real. Like, it was mostly open passes. That's the sign of a great OC. You know what I'm saying? He's scheming these boys wide open. That's what it looks like. But yeah, if somebody said 49ers are better last year or this year, no, they was better last year, I'll say. They was better last year. Maybe with CMC, it might have equaled out. So they might be about the same then. Because I with the quarterback playing like that, and the defense, we just seen what the defense wasn't looking scary. You know what I'm saying? The defense wasn't looking too scary. But offensively, man, they was very efficient. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have to do too much. They stayed within the game plan. These are normal things that smart OCs do, and that's what Shanahan did, man. Brock Purdy wasn't asked to do too much out of his character, out of his skill set. He did play action. That's the best friend of a inexperienced quarterback. You know what I'm saying? When you got a weapon like CMC right there. So I like the game plan they came in through, man. I think it was very smart play. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take much from him. Like I said, he was the gas cap. You know what I'm saying? He was the gas cap and he managed this game perfectly. He didn't make the critical mistake. So if you want to give Brock Purdy some props, I give him the props as far as eluding the and invading the pressure in the pocket and not making a critical mistake and making the plays that they gave him. Like he didn't force many things either. So that was just a good offensive plan from the 49ers. Okay, defensively, I'm not impressed because Geno and them was making big plays on y'all. They weren't just making normal plays like methodical type drives. They was making big plays. DK went off on y'all. Now, DK is a special wide receiver, but Geno is no special quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So he withstand the pressure from Bosa and all that and still was making big plays on y'all. Let us make some big plays on y'all. It's a wrap. Because I think we can make more big plays on y'all than y'all can make on us. And our team will tackle way better than them. And that's a promise.
Yeah, we're a much better defense. I mean, you look at them, they're the 25th scoring defense in football. You look at the Dallas Cowboys, even with the laps, we're only giving up 20 points a game. We're the fifth best scoring defense in football. Like, they're not going to score 41 against us. That just doesn't happen. We haven't given up 40 yards. 40 points all year. All right, especially not against Brock Purdy. Now, they have very good skill position players, but they live off yak. You know, he threw a bunch of balls at the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage, 8 yards out, 10 yards out. Like, that's some stuff we can cover. All right, that's some stuff we can handle. It's like our issue comes sometime when we give up the big play. But a team that has to drive the length of the field against us will normally end in a field goal at best. Like, we force them to drive the length of the field every time out. Brock Purdy going to eventually make a mistake.
Yeah.
And then when you
I just feel like if you put some more pressure on him, he'll make a lot more mistakes.
And then you got, like you said, like he had all day to throw the ball this game. He's not going to have that kind of comfort against Michael Parsons. Even when Michael Parsons doesn't get there for the sack, he is disrupting, applying pressure. All right. Then we have the Marcus Lawrence, Dorrance Armstrong, Sam Williams, Dante Fowler. We have premier pass rushers that we can bother them with. Now, we will have to play our best game in the run defense because that is something they want to lay their hat on. They ran the shot the ball this game. If I'm not mistaken, let's look at these rushing attempts. They've ran the ball 30 times. All right.
Yeah.
And that's one of our biggest weaknesses. We have to be better. We have to be better. But
you gotta know people gonna put more emphasis on running against us because we haven't proved that we can stop it yet.
Exactly. And when you look at the 49ers run defense, they still gave up 100 yards. Now, it took 25 carries, but remember, they were at 20 carries for 88 yards at halftime. So, like, if they had kept the same pace, they could have ran for almost 170 yards if they wanted to. They got away from that themselves and try to air the ball out. That's why DK Metcalf had this nice 133-yard day. But they put too much. Like, I know the game started to get away from them, but at points they were putting too much on Geno Smith. Like, even on that 3rd and long, they could have just kicked the field goal and kept it a 3-point game. And then you would still have some momentum. You would have scored. You would have gave your defense time to get reset. Like, there's all these different scenarios of how this game could have played out because it was still very much a game going to late into the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
So I feel
I really think he got away with murder though, Purdy.
He got away. There's a bunch of passes that I know he wish he had back. Like I said, he didn't complete a high percentage of his passes. Let's see, 18 of 30. Let's see what that is. That's
shout out to Miss Siddiqa Charles in the building, the team mom. How you doing, man?
He right at 60%.
He said Giants upset Vikings. They ain't played yet.
They're going to.
Oh, that's
going to though.
Yeah, I think so too. I kind of like the Giants in this game.
I picked them. They played them way too.
The Giants. I mean, the Vikings been so wishy-washy all year.
They have a negative point differential.
Like they've been so wishy-washy.
There's a flag. Not that it means anything, but they did call the pass interference.
This game is in the books.
Poor Gino. They called back this playoff game.
Yeah, I feel the same way, Trey. That the Giants gonna beat them.
Listen, who has the Vikings blew out this year? Nobody.
In the playoffs. Like, just go. My bad.
No, you good. Because the Giants, they have not blown anybody out. Like, that's why that point differential is so low. Like, they're winning all these one possession games. They had like 10 wins in one possession games. And then outside of that, they played us, got blew out. They played the Eagles, got blew out. They played the Packers, got blew out. So like every time they play a competent team, like they're fighting for their lives.
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah. I'm not concerned about the Giants. I would love to play the Giants in the championship or something weird. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if it ever comes down to us playing the Giants, it would be a home game because they're the lower seed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that'll be wonderful. That's why I say it's a scenario that the Eagles and the Giants could be our opponents, right?
Yes. So, all right, that's a nice little garbage time touchdown. I don't even like the term garbage time. A nice little touchdown for DK Metcalf. So he deserves it. But yeah, there is a scenario where we play the Eagles. So let's say that there are no upsets. If there are no upsets, we would be the lowest seed left. We're the 5 seed. Let's say the Vikings win, and we already see that the 49ers are going to win. If the Vikings win and we win, then we're going to go right on to the Eagles. We'll be the lowest seed.
What's up, Terrence? How you doing, sir?
Yeah, we'll be the lowest seed left, in that scenario. So we would have to go play the Eagles, who get the 1 seed.
Yeah.
So that is the scenario where we play the Eagles. We will play them this very next round. If the Giants don't pull off the win and we win, then we will go to the Eagles. If the Giants do win, then they are going to play the Eagles and we will play the 49ers.
I probably would prefer to play the Eagles.
I mean, we probably got to beat them both anyway.
It don't matter, but I'm just saying, like, comfortability type vibes. I think we'll be comfortably and beat the Eagles. Like, for real.
Landlord, he said, Trey Fargo wants to know who you got, the Chargers or the Jags.
I'm thinking Jags gonna win.
I got the Jags too.
I'm an underdog type guy.
It's not like even an underdog game.
Underdog, because it made for a good game most of the time. If it ain't the Cowboys, I'm going to typically root for the underdog.
Like, why would the Jaguars be the underdog? They're the higher seed. They have all their receivers healthy. They're playing at home. And look, the Charger coach is playing for his job. They already said they're going to get rid of him. They lose this game. Like, they got all these expectations for
and then they get rid of Doug Peterson too? That was stupid.
No, Doug Peterson there. Doug Peterson is he the coach for the Jags.
Yeah, Eagles got rid of Doug.
Eagles got rid of
yeah, that was stupid. And then now they got Doug Peterson over here taking the Jaguars to the playoffs. That's what
top 4 seed. Top 4 seed, man, won a division. First year there, won a division, got a home playoff game, got a winning record for the first time in years. As man, like Doug doing a hell of a job. And then they don't even have a wide receiver.
He did a great job.
They don't even have a wide receiver with the same ilk as a CeeDee Lamb or a AJ Brown or anybody that you could name. Charger defense is overrated because they got a bunch of big names they have not produced.
I was gonna say, you can't say they underrated because they got a whole lot of
like
people.
They got a damn all Madden team. They ain't did nothing all year.
They got CJ that had all them interceptions last year. Then they picked up about 5 different big free agents last year.
They got Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
J.C. Jackson got hurt, so I'm not going to count him. But they still got Asante Samuel Jr., Derwin James. They got all these guys on defense that were they loaded. They just ain't did nothing all year.
And I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Justin Herbert is very talented. So don't get me wrong. I think he's one of the more talented quarterbacks in the league, but it takes more than talent. I just don't think he got it all of what it takes. I don't believe in him. I'm gonna just say that because everybody praising him, but he has done nothing in his league. I think Sunshine is finna beat him. Watch what I tell you.
They are finna beat him. I put money on it already.
Watch what I tell you.
Ken Folk said he still believes that they're underrated because their secondary has been playing well. Well, I haven't watched a lot of them. I'm just a numbers guy, so
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I ain't watching much of them either. I'm concentrated on the Cowboys most of the time.
Right.
But we'll see. And the only reason I said they couldn't be because they got such proven players on that team.
Yeah, it's hard to be over. It's hard to be underrated when you got so many former All Pros and All Pro players on your team. Like I get what you're saying.
Really underachieve all year. Now I know they've been hurt. A lot of them players been hurt though, but they have underachieved. Like everybody thought they was gonna win the division. Like we was looking at that division like good grief, and then ain't that strange that the NFC East be the division to look at.
Yeah, because remember, like they were looking at it, they had stocked up so they could compete with Patrick Mahomes, and then they had just won 10 games last year. They were looking to take another step, and I do get it. They had injuries on the offensive side of the ball. They had some key injuries on the defensive side of the ball, but
the Raiders go get Devontae Adams. That whole division had racked up a lot of
Broncos when a guy Russell Wilson thought he was gonna put them over the top.
Yeah.
So like that entire division outside of the Chiefs has underachieved in my eyes. Now I could be wrong. Yeah. I could be very wrong, and they do on paper have a top 10 passing defense still. So I could be wrong about the Chargers. But
my son Fred said Trayvon did just got a pick to the house. I hope it's in real life too.
I know, right?
He gonna start the game with a pick six. Let's get it.
Only reason Jags is in because Tannehill got hurt and they lost their last 7 games in a row. That sounds like a personal problem. Because listen, the Jaguars had to win a bunch of games to get in. They beat us. All right, they swept Tennessee because they beat Tennessee when they had Ryan Tannehill. Let's not leave that out. All right, so like they beat the Jets. They went on a violent winning spree to close it out. I think the Jaguars won they won like five in a row or something to end the season, if I'm not mistaken. So like the Jaguars were having their own motion, and I get it. Like Tennessee, you think healthy, like they might be a better matchup. Maybe could have held on and won the division, but injuries happen all the time. Like that's part of football. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that is part of football. So like I'm not gonna knock.
Trey Fargo making them picks. He said Lamb 9 catches, 178 yards, 2 touchdowns Monday night. That's a blowout win for the Cowboys. If that happens,
it is. It's a super blowout win.
That's a blowout win. That ain't even no close game. I feel like that'll be a blowout win.
Yeah.
With that stat line.
No, for real, because
we ain't even mentioned Tony, or we ain't even mentioned, you know what I'm saying?
Schultz, anybody else. If CD Lamb has 9 for 178, we won this game going away. 13
or better.
Boy, 20. If
CD
Lamb gets 178, 2 tutties, like we winning by 20.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be ugly for him.
So yeah, so like I get it, but the Jaguars, think about it like this. Like, yeah, they lost all those games, but the Jaguars also had to win a bunch of games to be in that position. Because theoretically, if the Jaguars had lost even one game, like they wouldn't have even been in a position to back into the playoffs the way that they did.
You know somebody who need to do something special for us Monday night?
Who?
Cavante Turpin.
Boy, you ain't lying.
Wouldn't it be something if he just run us one back?
That'd be dope. Hey, West Coast, what's up, man? We still live right now. What you got going, brother?
Well, in one of my favorite movies, man, King Arthur. There's a movie called King Arthur. There's this villain, and the villain walks up to King Arthur and he tells King Arthur that he should lay down his sword. And King Arthur says, "Hell nah!" Basically telling him like, I'm a personally, when I see you on the battlefield, I'm gonna personally kill you myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then the villain, then King Arthur walks off, right? And then the villain, as he walks off, he looks at King Arthur and he says, "Finally, a man worth killing." You know what I'm saying? Finally, a man worth killing. You know what I'm saying? And when I see the 49ers, man, hey, man, listen to me. Praise God for them. Salute to them. You feel me? That's all I got to say about that. You feel me?
Real talk.
Our business. When we see y'all, we'll see y'all. You feel me?
Yeah, indeed.
So, you feel me? Hey, you feel me? Finally, a man worth killing. You feel me? That's all I gotta say.
Man, real talk. And like I was telling landlord, man, like Brock Purdy has some good numbers this day. He had 4 total touchdowns, but when you look at the touchdowns he had, like 2 of them were behind the line of scrimmage. One of them was a quarterback sneak, and the other one was an 8-yard pass that Deebo Samuel took 66 yards further. So
say he took 174 yards.
Yeah, it was 74, but it was 8 yards, an 8-yard pass and 66 yards a yak. So like a lot of what they're doing, is a lot of intermediate throws. They took a couple shots, but a lot of guys were wide open. A lot of passes at the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage, bunch of slants. It's not a bunch of like high level quarterback play that's needed to operate in this offense.
Yeah, and then the Seahawks were just bad today, bro.
I mean, they've been bad all year.
Like
terrible tackling.
Because Gino definitely cemented himself as a quarterback who can play in the NFL. So salute to. I'm not going straight, baby.
Yeah, salute to Geno Smith, man. He definitely earned himself some money. Like he showed that Pro Bowl nod was not all gas. He definitely deserved that because listen, he threw 30.
One bad play, the interception.
Yeah, he had that one bad play and that strip sack.
2 things can be true. He had a decent showing, but he screwed up the game as well.
Yeah. So like salute to Geno, man. Like he carried this horrible defense into the playoffs.
Yeah, he did.
30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, over 4,000 yards.
And the one thing I say Geno also did is he made them think twice about if they're going to bring him back or what they're going to do next year at the quarterback position too. So salute to him. But I mean, Frisco is a playoff team, man. We'll deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
They're a playoff team. And look,
I absolutely hate Pete Carroll. He's so funny. What Pete did to y'all? Did he post that on Ohio State? Let me see. I know what you were too, Choctaw. Choctaw, Ohio State fan.
So yeah, man. So talk to me, landlord. What you want to do? Do you want to cover the Jacksonville game or what?
Yeah, it's I'm probably gotta wrap it up, man. I got my children up there.
Good.
Down here for 3 hours. I think I
3 hours and 17 minutes for me. So I think everybody got enough content. My wife finna get off of work in a couple minutes, and I'm finna lay up in this bed, watch this game.
Yeah, we appreciate everybody, man. I hope y'all go over there to ATM Sports and support the brother, man. He got some good content. He's a great numbers guy, great article writer. He got a lot of stuff going, man. So y'all go support. And I appreciate everybody rocking with me too, man. Y'all stay up. Let's get it. And please tell a friend or a neighbor, brother, cousin, baby daddy. Help landlord go and get these 3,000, man.
Yeah, please help my guy to get the 3 bands, man. He deserves it.
For this Cowboy game. I feel weird. Let me get that 3K for this Cowboy game. Let's get it, y'all. I love everybody that came through, pulled up and stopped by, man. Y'all take it easy. Let's get it.
Hey, man, y'all hold it down. Hey, it's your boy Henny the Moore here at HTM Sports. Like and subscribe to all channels, share, and I'll see y'all next time. Landlord, I appreciate you for stopping by, brother.
Already, bro.
Already.